Hey, Marco, you ready for the totally awesome, coolest show ever?
Now we know what we're dealing with. Snakes in the grass. Snakes in the grass. Not kings and queens. So Macho King Randy Savage, Sherry, this one's for you. It's not time in America. Hey, listen, you guys asked for it like 4 weeks ago. I wanted to give it a rest a little bit there. Pete, and if I'm doing it, then you know who's going to be our special guest that's going to show up today. You know what I mean? Because he loves that character right there. For those that didn't know, that was later on when our man Dusty Rhodes ended up entering into
the American
WWF.
Dream.
He was the American Dream, and he was Dot. And man, you couldn't do that again. Like if you go back to watching that, like because what was her name, Marla or whatever, and they made her kiss Macho Man's feet. Like it I don't think it played well back then. It definitely ain't gonna play well nowadays. Plus, he was wearing that tight dotted like unitard.
Didn't
so was she? And they had the same body
Didn't
type.
make him wear that to try to bury him?
Well, I know. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, because he was mad. He was a better, he's a better booking manager when he was down at NWA. All right. Well, that's our intro. Love it or hate it. That's what you get. All right. Let's see. Oh, by the way, I'm loving what why can I never say Ram Ragnarsson? Ram Ragnarsson is doing Ruben. I like what Ruben's doing on the IGs. You get to see, because I buy an extra Star Wars calendar, advent calendar, and then I let the kids choose which advent calendar they have. By the way, I hate all you people now that got into that, because you used to be able to get them on clearance for like $5 and $10. And I just used the one for the year before. Now, in the last 3 years, they've got, or since the thing happened, they become very popular, and now you can't get them cheap anymore. So I'm ticked off. And now you actually have to buy them, because one year I almost got locked out. Luckily, I've got great friends, many of them that watch this show, that hook me up year after year with some of these calendars. But they're $34. So I'm annoyed at the pricing of that. However, this year, the children went with Marvel and girls, and they got the Harry Potter one, all that type of stuff. And they did not go, luckily, with the Star Wars one. But unfortunately, that means I also don't get to see what they opened up. But if you want to know what's in these calendars, feel free to follow our friend Ruben, who will be joining us. Is it this week?
Yeah.
Oh, boy, this week for Tales from the Dark Side. So it'll be us and about 20 other people, because we're going to discuss. Well, we're actually going to discuss all the movies. We're going to rank all the movies, but we're going to discuss the trilogy. Okay, so the bad ones. Okay, what's going on? Speaking of him, what's going on, Ruben? We also got. Hey, you can't. This is the problem, Sticks. We love you to death. But the problem is, if you say it for the algorithm, then Ed won't say anything, because then he thinks the algorithm's covered, unfortunately. All right, but we appreciate it. Oh, what's going on? Good to see you, Astro. Astro, speaking of people, Astro's in our war. If you guys aren't following Star Wars, we're going to have a little draft. When's that? That's in 2 weeks.
That's the day after Christmas.
Yeah, a little draft. And it's getting a little chippy. If you haven't been following everybody's IGs here, there's a little back and forth going on, which means that I'm going to win. Naturally. All right, just like the droid battle. Okay. All right, so let's get into some. Pete, do we got some news? Oh, wait, I got some pickups. Do we do pickups or news?
Oh, we can do pickups first.
Blabber, or we can do pickups at the end. We can blabber for a little bit at the end. It doesn't matter to me.
Well, it doesn't matter. I can grab a couple things, too, if you got a couple things you want to show.
Well, I got this shirt. I got for $12. It came in a box. This thing over here at the Targets. Yeah, I like it. I don't know why. I don't know. I don't typically like pops, but I do like. For some reason, I like the neon. Maybe that's because, kid of the 80s. You know what I mean? Like neon, that you just got to buy it.
Yeah, it's a nice.
So I'm like, I walked by it 3-4 times, and then I finally bought it. And then I wasn't going to open it, and then I was like, I'm going to open it because I like neon. So I bought that. But something else interesting that I bought, because I don't know if people know about this. I guess we could leave it for later for Marco. I picked up a couple of these, because I always pick these up, and you see these. Here, let's see if we can get a good thing. Like these things right here, right? So these, yeah, kind of looks whatever. We can all tell, because we're all savants, that this is not the original, right? We all savants. There's about 30 of these out there, and it's like only like 5 or 6 pages of each ones. Yeah, these came in they're thin. They came in they come in your major publications, so like newspapers, like not the Observer so much. Like ours came in, I think, the Detroit News and Free Press. They're never usually in that good a shape. You usually can get them for 50 cents to $1. And do check them out because, some of those papers, I mean, I don't know what the weather is where you're at in New Jersey. It's bad. Every time I've ever been to New Jersey.
They can be banged up pretty easily.
I mean, you can get herpes from going outside. So, but they're really bad snow and weather because there's 30 of them. So it went like through the winter, which is never good because out here they used to just throw them up in the air and you'd pick them up next spring. So, but I always try to get those. And there's some really good stories in there. It's the original way. It's good too if you want your kids to
they're kind of broken up though, right?
Yeah.
Like it takes like 2 or 3 of them to like tell the original stories.
Oh yeah. It's like 4 to tell the original stories. Yeah, absolutely. But it's good for the kids. You know what I mean? So the ones that are completely water damaged, I give to the kids, and then the ones that aren't, I kind of keep for myself. Hey, and what's going on there, Marshall Lewis? Thank you for sitting down, Joe. Good to see you. The best. Wow. Well, hey, listen to that. According to Joe, he's excited because we are the best damn comic show on all of the tubes. Speaking of best damn people, we appreciate it. Yes, we do. And Marshall Lewis, good to see you. Good to see you. We won't be spoiling any movies that came out. We will talk Hawkeye later on. We do have
so you can talk about it.
It was really good. No,
I know. It's all right. Things have already been spoiled for me just by the name.
And we have a third person joining us. One of our, he's family, right? Like he's always with us anyways. I was kind of a little bit debating if I was going to be able to make it and said, hey, let's go give our buddy a call and pull him in here. And he's always fun. Either way, if you know who it is because of the intro, then you got it. Okay, Pete, let's get into the news now. I've been rambling long enough.
All right. We could do a little pickups thing later, I guess.
Oh, well, do you got stuff? Do you got stuff too?
No, I got things I could show, but...
Well, what? Nobody wants to see stuff that you've had for like 3 months.
No, it's not. I don't think I've ever done it.
You got like a buddy who runs a comic book store, and then you just make us all jealous by getting like 1 in 100s for like $1.
No. Here, I got a couple things.
Raise your hand in chat if you want to see what Pete has. That's what I'm saying. Like, does anybody want to just go?
Well, you're gonna see it anyway now.
It was appropriate on his intro the other day.
What do I got over here?
Did you build that baby Lego Yoda?
The baby? Yeah. I did build that.
How long did that take?
An afternoon.
Hey, just a tip, very quickly for those families that go to cons, because I was talking to a friend today. If they're under the age of 12, this is what you do. Only expect them to be on the floor for 3 hours. You're not going to get there, and then send them on their way. Joe raised his hand, so there we go. What's up, Pete, Marco? The ghost episodes are great. Yes, thank you. The 4 deadly. All right, the 4 deadly venoms. Good stuff. I like it. Good. Yes, it is. Keep up the great work. He does a great job.
All right.
Okay, so, overseas. What is that? 2 in the. Whoa, Astro. Whoa, we're not.
What's up?
Show. Nothing.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I love those. The little 8-bit.
Is it a little 8-bit Avengers AI #1 little variants?
How much did you get that for?
I don't know. A few bucks. I bought these on eBay. They're like $5. I didn't pay a lot.
You got it off eBay though?
That's
cheating. I don't do that.
Well, hey, sometimes you better buy it. And I got this David Nakayama, this A1. I just like Nakayama, and I kind of dig this this cover too.
I think that cover.
It's incentive variant.
You didn't pay more than $1 for that, did you?
Just a couple dollars, not a lot.
No, $1, and then it has to include shipping.
Well, I know you saw when I posted this one, this IG. I got one of these 1 in 5s.
No, if you tag me, I honestly just hit the like button no matter what. I don't usually.
Okay, well, I got one of these 1 in 5s. This was only like $4 or $4.50, I think.
Yeah, Dark Horse did a lot for those people. Dark Horse did a lot of 1 in 5 incentives back in the day, kind of, especially through the Star Wars line.
And I grabbed a few of these.
Okay.
Second print.
So you didn't watch the show, but you're just buying second prints.
Well, yeah. Well, I have most of the third prints.
Like
so I was filling out the second prints.
So, are those covers underrated for that Hawkeye run?
I love them.
Back on them. Yeah.
And I love the thirds with the purple. The all purple are the ones that I dig. And then I got a couple of these Thundercats books.
Ooh, just, the WSs. Yeah.
All cheap stuff.
The Wild. All right. Good stuff. All right. That's great pickups. We're all
just weird little stuff that I didn't pay a lot for that I like.
I like all those 8-bits. Some of them get a little pricey. All right, let's hit it. Let's get to the news.
All right, for the news.
Dude,
All right.
You've forgotten your papers like 6
I
weeks ago.
have forgot my papers. It seems weird we both do it, so I let you do it.
Okay. All right. Sean, what's going on? Good to see you. Repair Tech Tony, it's always a pleasure. What are we working on this week? Anything good? All right.
Bunch of stuff. A little lighter. There's actually no sneaker news this week. I couldn't find anything that was worth talking about.
I was praying. There is a Christmas. Yes, Santa Claus. Yes. All right, let's go.
Quick box office report. Well, West Side Story wins a very weak week again.
Does anybody want to watch this?
No, I don't. Personally, it's just not for me. I'm just not a big musical guy.
I hate musicals. The bane of my existence. If you've ever asked me if it's a movie and you're like, well, didn't you catch one of these? If it's a musical, you don't even have to ask. The answer is absolutely not.
Yeah.
No original rock crap. No.
Yeah, just not really for me. But the whole, there's nothing. I mean, it won with just a little over 10 million.
So who watches this crap? Hey, Repair Tech Tony, what are you working on this week, bud? Let us know in the chat. Who watches this? Is this all old people?
I don't know. Well, Spielberg. So I mean, there has that going for it. But why Steven Spielberg is doing musicals? I don't know.
Old musicals redone. It's gotta be old people.
Yeah.
But how do they get there? I mean, I'm thinking like the age demographic can't even drive anymore. Is this all in like that one town in Florida where it's just a big retirement home and they got theater?
Yeah, they bus them in.
Yeah, 10 million worth of people there. They're all in their little go-karts.
Yeah, it's possible.
Maybe. All right. I'm glad we're we're making our demographic younger by criticizing the people.
But with these last couple of weeks where the winner has only been like $10 million at the box office, I think the expectations are pretty high for Spider-Man.
This thing's it's over. Game over. This thing's gonna win the box office.
Well, yeah, absolutely.
It's the first time somebody fake posted that one of these tickets was selling for $5,000. It's over.
We did it.
Huh?
We showed that on the news because that was what they were showing sales for. I still don't believe those sales actually.
Yeah, but we said we think this is fake.
Yeah.
I literally started laughing and fell out of my chair and said this is fake. But my point is, there's fist fights going on for this and everything else. This thing's gonna go for a very long time, and it's gonna
They're estimating close to 300 global.
Your mother-in-law says
maybe 130 in the domestic, which isn't bad, especially with in the COVID world. But
you think only 100? They think only 130?
That's what they're saying
this weekend.
That's what the estimates are right now.
I
don't know.
Well, we'll see. Maybe light. I think we're gonna go throw another 20 million on top of that. I think we'll be good domestically.
Yeah, could be. Definitely could be.
Very good call. How will it survive with the yes? I know. All right, and your mother-in-law wants to watch it. So what? Yeah. That says send her to Vegas to that. What's the one I sent them to the? I got them. Center stage, 3 rows back to the Mamma Mia. They like that.
Oh,
Mamma
Mia. Anyway, we're gonna move over to DC real quick. So apparently they have 2 cuts now of Batman.
Great.
This is the rumor. There's the 2 cuts because there's a character they may or may not include.
They can't do anything right over there.
Where our man from the Eternals, he could either be playing Jim Gordon's partner, or he could be playing the Joker.
This is because if it bombs, then they can do a Snyder cut again. See, this is what you people wanted. This is what you get. This is what you get now. We're gonna be shooting 2 movies with alternate endings and allowing you to have both. This is what we get. Okay.
Yeah, I just don't think it's necessary. I think you had the Riddler, you already had the Penguin, you got enough in this movie already. That just hopefully this rumor is not true.
This is not. Lopez, you're gonna get timed out. About to get timed out.
You leave Lopez alone.
Oh, did I win him something? I win him something, and then he turns on me. I see how it goes. All right. So
up
do you think that's a good idea, though? Do you think that's what they're going to do? And they're just going to do extended cut and the video thing and HBO, and then this is what we're doing now.
I hope not.
So if somebody criticizes it, instead of being like, "Oh yeah, it's a crappy," then you can have the director go, "Well, that wasn't my original vision. My original vision was this." You know what I mean? Come on, get out of here.
Yeah. Well, I definitely hope that's not the case. Just give me a good movie. That's all I'm asking for. I don't think it's too hard to do. It really shouldn't be that hard. It's Batman. Shouldn't be hard to mess up Batman. I mean, it should be hard to mess up Batman. But that being said,
you got a lot of work ahead of you there, Tony.
Back over to MCU. So apparently the Shang-Chi director is not only working on the sequel, which he doesn't really give much info on, but he's also going to be working on a spin-off show. Now, could it be a 10-ring show? I don't know, but apparently it could be a comedy, which I don't really understand. So then the rumors it could be an Aquafina thing. I don't know. I don't know what it could be.
Aquafina's funny when she has somebody to play off of.
Exactly.
Aquafina by herself. I like Aquafina.
Yeah. You watch Nora from Queens?
What?
The show she has on like Comedy Central.
Is that the one where she's
her grandmother?
Oh yeah, no, her grandmother. Yeah, whatever. I watched it too. YouTube's everywhere.
But again, even to your point though, she has somebody to play off of, and that show she's playing off the grandmother.
But whatever. Okay. So maybe that's it. It's good. I mean, I just wonder how long Golden Ticket's going to hold out for this. I just don't.
I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of things they could do. I mean, think about if they did like a show based off like the tournament. I'd be into something like that.
Oh, the championship tournament?
Yeah, like the little underground fight club they had going. I could watch something like that.
They could. What's going on? No, absolutely not. No, I'm not saying hi to you anymore, Jedi. I was going to say hi to you, and then I read your comment. So no, sir. No, sir. We're not doing that. Not here. Not today. It's been one of those days we're just not doing. No, I said no. All right. This is what I'm going to say. I think the tournament could be kind of cool. But are we going to then go, well, I don't know.
That's how I want them to bring Iron Fist back.
Yeah, it wouldn't be a bad idea.
I want them to do that tournament that they did in the.
Well, just have DC do it. They'll give you 2 shows. They'll just give you 2 shows, and then you'll get the one you want and the one you don't want, and you'll get the one you want at home. So there you go.
Yeah, it's fine. All right. Up next, we have other rumor, I guess.
You're right. We don't talk vehicle repair, home improvement, or instrument repair till the end of the show. Sorry, Sticks. All right. The other rumor is this. Yes.
That she's leaving? I don't think she's leaving. This is just nonsense. I think.
Yeah. She might not be in the next one.
Yeah, but they've already started filming.
Yeah.
Like filming.
No. There's too much money.
They've already started. They're not going to rewrite from here on out. And even the little Hollywood Reporter kind of chimed in, just saying, "Yeah, she's set to come back. She's coming back." To your point, she might not be back for a third.
Yeah.
But
hey, if you don't do what the boss wants, he might not fire you that day, but he's going to fire you, or she's going to fire you. It just not that day. And I mean, that's all you got to say about that. If you want to make money, make money. If you don't, cool.
But then at the same time, Marvel has replaced people before. I mean, I remember Terrence Howard before.
Yeah, Terrence Howard. Okay, but that's a different. That's a way different. You're not. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess.
Or Ed Norton becoming Mark Ruffalo.
But the Ed Norton Mark Ruffalo was like a 6-year, 5-year gap.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, I guess if they really want to, they could do what everybody was. They could go option B, and they could bring Michael B. Johnson back. Is that who played the what's his name?
Oh no,
Killmonger? Jordan. Yes, I like him. Very nice. I've met him before. Nice guy.
Yeah, that's why you need the B, because otherwise he's just Michael Jordan.
Yeah, Michael B. Jordan, right? But
yeah, you need to have the B to differentiate him.
I think I didn't screw his name up when I met him. But you bring that guy back. You can bring him back this could be a leaf over, and then bring Jordan back, which wouldn't be such a bad thing, I guess.
Yeah,
I mean, I
did like him, but
I don't care. Like, is she gonna be? I don't even care about this rumor. Like, she's gonna be it. We're getting her. Cool. What they're gonna do, they're gonna do. I'm not gonna cry any tears over it either way. And I'm just gonna move on, and hopefully they create a good movie.
But
I mean, Chad's gone, right? And Chad was the thing. He was it.
He was it. It's going to be tough to.
We got blessed right there, and then it disappeared. So, like after that,
it's going to be tough.
Yeah,
it's going to be
that's
tough.
what I more care about, I guess.
But speaking of tears, are you shedding any for the cancellation?
No, you know whose fault this is? This is Astro Wizard's fault. And this is JJ's fault because you guys sat there. This is why we can't have nice things, people. These two, you hear me here. It's just like my man, the 4 Deadly Venom said. Yeah, the DC people started crying about 2 cuts. Now we got to have 2 cuts of everything. Now, this one right here, this is a good show. It appealed to the masses. And you know what happened? All the little fans of the anime. But this isn't anime. This isn't exactly like the anime story is. This isn't nostalgia. This isn't how I remember it. Got all butthurt. Complained so much. Now they canceled a good show. Now we get nothing. None. Nada.
I still got to finish it.
You're not going to get a sequel. Huh?
I still got to finish it. I'm still stopped at 4 because my wife said she wanted to watch it, and then she found I got canceled, and then she's like, you can finish it up on your own. I'm like,
Astro, they didn't do me a favor. And they didn't do you a favor because they could have then given you no story in this atmosphere that was just as good in the anime realm. Now it seems like, why would we deal with those people that are a bunch of jerks that hate life? See you later. We're out of here. They try to make $1, and you guys just, it was good.
Yeah.
It was good.
I was enjoying it. I'm going to finish it. I'm still going to finish it.
In the fact of, and I had a hard time with this originally when people started getting into, comics started to get big, or the Avenger movies came out, and everybody's like, "Oh, I love the Avengers," and I was like, "No, nobody watched Avengers." Yeah, that's got Captain America, and it's got Wolverine in it, and it's got, and you're like, which version are you talking about? They're like, yeah. It's also got, there's the one where it's got, it's got Batman in it, and you're like, oh, cool, Batman, that's sweet. You're like the guy with the tattoo, right? And it's, you just got to accept it, and sometimes not correct people just be like, okay, cool, if they like it. Same thing with Star Wars. Like, all the people screaming about Star Wars and like what they like, even when they're like, Dark Horse is the best, and you're like, did you read like Legacy? Yay, that's like 80,000 books, and there's some shit in there, like some bad shit, like, you know what I mean? But you can't tell anybody that. You just go, cool, man, glad you like it. What's your favorite storyline? Please don't say something stupid. But if they do, you just walk on and go, and then you go to your friends afterwards and go, did you hear what that moron just said? You did. Well, good. I put my signature on it there, Lopez. So there you go. But yeah. I mean, I hope a petition happens. Like, what was that? What was the one with Danny DeVito in it? Did they bring that one back? All the nephews and stuff, and they were all messed up. And they had the one girl. They're all doing dumb stuff, and like, even though he had money, he got poor, and they sit at the bar all the time.
Oh, It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Didn't they bring that one back after a little bit? And they brought back the other one with
I don't know if that ever really stopped. They might have just paused for a bit.
Well, Bateman stopped for like 3 years. That show with the weird brother that's a mama's boy.
Oh, Arrested Development. Yeah,
yeah. They brought that one. So hopefully they bring something back and they just tell the anime fans.
It's like Why the Last Man? You're still holding out hope? Not
for that. That thing was... Oh my God! I was praying that it would work out better. I think Brian K. Vaughan is donezo. I mean, he just, you can't give him, like, stick to I like him as a comic book writer, but sometimes you gotta stop trying to live up here and go back to where you belong. Live right down here. So.
Aren't they doing something with Paper Girls? That might hit.
Yeah, Family Guy was brought back.
Yeah, Family Guy was brought back. Mm-hmm. That is true.
Hopefully he's not in charge of it, because for some reason he can't translate shit to the screen. He screwed up that Under the Dome when they gave him full control of that.
Yeah.
And then he screwed up Y, which is his own property, so I guess he can screw up whatever he wants. But, let you do it, not me.
All right. Well, Friday, we're also getting Witcher Season 2.
Cool.
I want to see it.
I do too.
I like the first season. I love the game.
Are we going to get into like Spartacus type stuff eventually here? What is this on again? I can't even remember what's on. Is that on HBO?
No, this is Netflix.
Yeah, so we can get to the little Spartacus, like hot tub actions and stuff.
We could. Well, they already did. They already did some.
But it was like just absurdly obscene. It's absurdly obscene in Spartacus.
Yeah, we can get some fun little unicorn scenes possibly on Netflix.
Okay,
you play the game, then you know what I'm talking about with the unicorn. If not, don't worry about it.
Remember, I think we could get banned for describing that on YouTube, buddy.
That's why I'm not describing it. I'm just saying, if you know what I'm talking about, then you know.
All right. Let's move on before we do.
But anyway, I don't remember if we brought did we talk about the animated show for the boys coming?
No, we didn't. We just talked about the actual show. So.
All right, well, then there's an animated spin-off series apparently coming next year. It's going to have more shock and gore to it.
I return everything from Amazon, so I'm just gonna have to miss this one too.
I
have
don't
no
know. I
problem.
mean, I liked Invincible. Did
Right,
you
but
watch
because-
Invincible?
I don't watch anything on Amazon. Period. I don't order.
Oh,
Amazon,
you should watch
Amazon.
Invincible. Invincible's good.
I don't. I gotta find a bootleg. That the only time I'll ever steal anything is from Amazon. So if there's a bootleg site that shows Amazon stuff, let me know.
That's the
More
one to
than
watch.
happy.
Watch Invincible. I will
More than happy
recommend
to do it. Cool. So let me know. But I'm not stealing. But yeah, wink, wink. Let me know.
All right, you're gonna like our next one. You're gonna like our next one. It's a rumor, but you're gonna like it because I know you're a fan of the yellow costume.
I do. I collect the yellow costumes. Yeah.
But apparently, he might wear the yellow costume on the She-Hulk show. But apparently, you don't like that.
You know, there's like,
Who knows?
like there. Yeah, I get it, but like, there's a point. Like the one thing that I don't like is when you over patronize to your fan base, right? So we're gonna have a corny yellow costume come out for no reason. They're trying to make sense out of it and pull it back. Like now, if there was like somebody who like,
Well, think about it. He only wore the yellow costume. What, 6 issues? 5
Yeah, but-
issues?
Well, no, then they brought it back more. But still, the point being, like if somebody
What,
was
in
like,
Daredevil yellow? You're talking about the Tim Sale?
yeah, if somebody tried to make the costume or something like that as a fanboy dressed on the street, I'd accept that. You know what I mean? That would be cool. But no, I don't want to see it show up for She-Hulk. This Tico's She-Hulk. And by the way, they better have She-Hulk like straight jacking and racking in that show. I don't want to see you got CG and whoever the actress is can work out a little bit. You know what I mean?
No,
She
it's
better be
CG.
Good. She better be
She's gonna
looking
be all
like.
CG. From what I read, the She-Hulk is gonna be all CG when it's.
You know what I'm saying though. You know what I'm saying though. She better. I mean, and I'm talking about stacking and racking the whole up and down. She better be, thick. So.
Well, they showed a little bit. In that
We'll
one
see.
teaser.
We'll see. We'll see. The yellow suit might not translate well to live. Yes, I also agree. That's a little bit.
Yeah, it will be tough. You're gonna have to go with more of a muted,
Yeah.
kind of a dirty.
Yeah, and
stuff
then it's
done
gonna look
yellow.
like this. Then it's gonna look like this. It's gonna look like D-Man. So
No.
I can also collect D-Man too. So I guess, but like,
Yeah.
that's not what I
At
want.
328, right? Is it 328?
Mhm.
329?
Mm-hmm.
Something like that.
320. Yeah,
I'm gonna say 328. I feel like my first instinct
It's in
is
the
right.
20s. I think it's 27 or 28.
It's somewhere in
You're
there.
high with 9, but
He's on the
maybe
cover.
6.
The
Yeah,
D-Man.
he's
I
on the
don't know.
cover.
I always look for it though when I'm digging.
always about those covers. Make sure you're checking out Ghost because he shows you a lot of covers on Ghosts.
Well, it's not just there. I show you run for covers. I'll show you covers. I'll show you covers
Yeah,
on.
cover runs. You show
forgotten
covers all the
variants
time. You
and
just show
forgotten
covers right
later
now. Okay. All right.
I love showing covers.
I want some sensational She-Hulk look. Okay. Hey, Joe, I don't disagree.
Toys.
Look at this. What are you doing here? You take
I'm just.
two things I
There
love,
wasn't a lot of toys to share either, so this is
you
what I
take
got
two
for you.
things I love, and you make me go, this is like a freaky train wreck.
Yes,
But
I do
can't
not
go
like
away.
these.
And now, and then you got me debating even buying this bull crap.
No, I can't buy these. I don't like these. But they are getting Andre the Giant though. That's kind of cool.
But see, I think you could take the armor off.
Yeah, you can.
So then I just get, if I buy on, well, I mean, Bret Hart sucks, so get rid of him. He's terrible. I don't care. He's a great wrestler. Dude couldn't shoot a poem.
He looks, but
promo.
he's got the whole
Save his
Triclops
life.
thing going there.
Don't care. Don't care. Get him out. Is that Junkyard Dog?
Yeah, it's Junkyard Dog, and he's got the Spike-Ore like armor, the blues for some reason.
Okay. But I could take that off too.
Yeah,
So
and Sergeant Slaughter
Junkyard-
has the Man-at-Arms armor. If you can see it.
Yeah, but Sergeant Slaughter just looks messed up. I mean, do you really want to look at Sergeant Slaughter?
Yeah.
So I think Giant, I could take Andre. I like Andre. I'll take him. I'll take the armor off of him. That's kind of a cool fig. It's almost kind of like when he was in Princess Bride, almost ish. You know what I mean? Maybe even leave on the little hand things. And then
Yeah,
Junkyard, I can make that work. I like those two. The other two. This is the whole wave. This can't be the whole wave.
This is Wave 7. Wave 8 was like China, and they didn't have pictures. It was like China and somebody else. It was a very small little bit. I just can't believe they're Wave 7 and 8 already for these things.
Yeah, I mean they're selling.
Again, I don't really care for them.
Yeah.
I
Well,
remember my dad was looking at it. He was
Whoa,
like,
yo,
getting them for
yo.
my son. I'm like, no, don't get him those things. I was like, I
yo,
don't
do you
I
see
don't
that
know.
in the background though?
What's that?
Can you make it larger where the toys are Andre the Giant?
On the actual toy?
Mm-hmm.
Where
Because
on
I've
the
been
toy?
looking for Hordock. or not Hordak, a Grizzlor. There's a reason why.
What do you want?
Looking for Grizzlor? Yep, that's exactly it. What is that? Is that a card pack or is that going to be a mini comic? Ooh,
oh no, they have little mini comics inside with them too.
Ooh, those might be new. That'd be cool.
Yeah, at least these. I don't know if all of them had them, but yeah,
I was looking that's why I'm waiting for Grizzlor, because you know what Grizzlor comes with, right? Isn't it?
No,
that's the first Tim's. Tim's first work is the little
no, but well, these are with the wrestling guys though, so these are new.
I know, but so I'm waiting for that one, the Grizzlor book to come out, but then yeah.
So you're hoping Bruce Timm's going to do it again?
It is. It's a reprint of the same thing. Well, yeah, because they're all the mini ones. So, I'll take that. I'm actually buying Andre the Giant now. So how much? $10?
No, these things I think are like 15.
Whoa! $9.99. I offered $9.99.
I think. I'm not positive. I feel like they're 15. $10. I think about it. Yeah, 15. I go now.
Yeah, I'll probably still buy Andre for 15. All right.
Oh, I did have one more toy thing. I still got to get back to watching this show. I did like the Arcane
good.
show, but I got to finish it up. But apparently, they got some toys coming too.
These figs are. Have you seen these yet? If you can catch them before they sell out, they're pretty slick.
Yeah, they look pretty
good.
Cool. I mean, even the packaging is kind of nice.
Looks good across the board. Nobody likes Ultimate Warrior. Nobody. All he does is go.
Well, he does. He shakes the rope.
Shaky. Hard tries. I'm reading. Sorry. I like these. I saw one in person, and the guy was really nice. We played You Go, I Go, and I was going to go to grab it, but he was at that part of the toy section, so he went and grabbed it. It was Jinx, and I was like, dang. And I didn't even get I didn't get a real good look at it, but what I saw, I liked.
Yeah, I mean, they're all right. They're not like, they're all right. They're all right. Like I saw some close-up pics. The molds aren't too bad, but they're not.
Pay attention to HasLab. Yeah, I mean, like these. Yeah, they're cool. Everything from packaging all the way down to it, the articulation. I mean, who knows? I can't say that. I only saw it from 6 feet away in a packaging thing, so I'd have to maybe if I can find one of these, I'll open. Yeah, but I kind of only want Jinx, right?
Well, it's just when you get figures. I mean, they're 4 to 6 inches. When you get figures that get small, it's hard for them to get very detailed, I guess.
No, but I'm saying like they're like it's very vibrant, and they look like they're. Remember GI Joes, that like the 6th wave of the original, the one that had Alley Viper in it. When Alley Viper had that awesome orange and blue.
Oh yeah, the orange and blue, and they had the flip-up mask and stuff.
Yeah. The original version of that, when there was something else in that line, and it wasn't Bats. Don't everybody say Bats because they did the reissue of Bats with it. That wasn't in there. There was somebody else in there, and I think it was another Cobra figure, and the colors on it just were unbelievably like bright and stuff because of that era. And that's kind of what this reminded me of. And you thought they played better. Whatever. I mean, I'm not going to be playing with these.
Who else could be?
I look like a 40-something-year-old playing with a Jinx toy. I think somebody's going to call the cops on me. So, Target did have these.
All right. Well, let's get to some comic stuff too before we wrap things up. Jerry Seinfeld is going to make his appearance on a variant cover for World's Finest #1.
No clue who that is.
Don't tell you don't know who Jerry Seinfeld is. You don't have to pretend. I get it if you didn't watch the show. But
that's Larry Sanders' character, right? The Larry Sanders show?
No, that's Gary Shandling played Larry Sanders. Oh. You're thinking of Larry David.
Oh, this is Gary Sanders' show.
Seinfeld with Jerry Seinfeld, who was actually the George Costanza character was based off of. Huh. But they're going with the whole coffee in a car with a comedian, whatever Seinfeld's thing that he does now. He does like a little interview show in a car.
It might have been Echo Viper sequence. Drink coffee with friends, right? Is that what his show is?
Yeah, it's like coffee. I don't forget what it's called, but
coffee with comedians, right?
Yes, I think that's what it is.
I've heard of it.
Anyway, so I don't know, just one of those weird little covers, kind of like when Colbert was on that SpiderMan cover on the ASM Amazing Fantasy 15 homage, but it was Colbert being held by Spidey, or the other way around. Can't remember.
So they're still selling World's Finest, huh?
But yeah, they're restarting World's Finest again.
Oh, well,
give it another shot.
It's not like there's a paper shortage or anything. You know.
Yeah. Well, what do you think of this one? Spider-Man's got a new power.
Hmm.
He can fly. Yeah, that's where we're at. Granted, I get it. It's probably more gliding than flying, and we already saw that in the movie. I just don't think that's necessary. I don't know. It's just
So
it's not going to make me like Ben Reilly anymore.
I like Ben Reilly, man. Why they gotta
Well,
do
this is
stuff
your
like
Ben
this?
Reilly. He's Spider-Man right now, and that's him
not
flying.
Ben Reilly. You can't blame Ben Reilly for that. Don't be knocking
He's
Ben
the one
Reilly.
flying.
What's his name did it first in the movie. So
True. I know. Tom Holland did it first.
They
But
did it. What's her name do it too? Spider Girl do it? No, not Spider Girl. Spider Woman. And she glide with it too. I think at one point. So
I don't know.
What do I think of spider characters gliding / flying? I think it's stupid.
You already have webs. He doesn't. It's just unnecessary.
I mean, they do run out, but don't you think you wasted so much web slinging to create the this thing here? Why would you? You know what this reminds me of? The '90s Toy Biz line. Is he going to get a scuba suit next?
Oh, I see what you're saying. Oh, they're just going to give him
rock climbing with webs.
Arctic Spidey. Yeah, it's like they did with all the Batman figures.
Give him a rock climbing outfit for climbing, even though
yeah, where it's like, oh, wait a second, why would he need rock climbing equipment? He's Spider-Man. Yeah.
You are not Spider-Man.
And we got our new Doctor Strange. Is this who you would have picked or would have guessed? It's Clea Strange. And the new title is just going to be called Strange. I don't know. I don't understand what they do sometimes. Like, it doesn't make any sense to kill off one of your characters to replace them right before they have a movie coming out. Like, it doesn't make any sense.
Yep.
It's the logic is just flawed in a lot of ways.
I mean, at least we don't have a paper short. At least we don't have a paper short.
Like, yeah, this is what we decided to.
You know that they're literally sending messages like, "Hey, listen up! Like, if you ordered this variant or this, you might not get it because we're allocating." Okay, but they're not. But this bullshit. This because it's a #1, and if you followed Star Wars, we told you what happens during #1. They're a massively print this. Everybody and their cousins going to order 60 of them. I mean, if you want to do this, can't we just do? Look, man, we got Sam Alexander right coming up today against Miles Morales. 2 perfect examples of what they actually did halfway decent. Even though there's criticism when they first came out, they still had the main. Like, I don't know how many times when UF4 came, when they turned Spider-Man into Ultimate Spider-Man, and we had to explain to people in the LCS that I didn't work at, like, yo, chill out. There's still Peter Parker Spider-Man. Like,
yeah, this is another universe, right?
Why can't we do same thing with Chavez? Same thing with why can't we just do this with this? Is this our thing now? We're ending. Why do we have to end? Not fucking the only Strange ever was good was when Kate's was writing it anyways. So and then like the older stuff. But so like, why now though? Like, it doesn't make sense. And just do this as a mini. Why can't we not do minis anymore, people? Like, you know what? Like, stop doing the shit in the 90s that sucked. Do the shit in the 80s and 90s that was actually cool. Give me more neon covers. Give me more foil. Give me minis. You know what I mean?
Well, that's the problem. The problem is they don't think minis will sell because people won't buy in if they think it's just going to be a mini or a limited series. But yet they will still restart and renumber every series they possibly can after 10, 12 issues anyway. So
you cut 4 issues out and you got a mini, buddy. And by the way, minis do well. Minis do well. Tons of minis do well. Speaking of that, Damnation did damn well. You know what I mean? Kylo Ren did damn well. What was the Darkhawk last mini? Did damn well before this one. Moon Knight, which was a short mini, the one that everybody gets now, Mr. Moon Knight. That was only like 10 or 12 issues, wasn't it? I mean, well, that was a restart with the fucking.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Minis, when they actually do them, do well. That Ice Man was shit, but like people still then liked the art and went back and bought it, and now it's doing all right. But like, yo, whatever, man. I'm not buying this shit. I don't care. I don't care. I guess that's it.
Yeah, I just wish numbering could just be consistent. Just
we'll have the Cornerstone books. You know what? I was laughing at World's Finest is coming back, but at least I'll give that to DC. They fucking Detective Comics, Adventures, Batman. I mean,
well, they restarted them once. They did one.
They screwed it up. They screwed it up, and then they're like, "We're not going to do this again." You know what I mean? Yeah.
But eventually, they finally they came back around.
What I'm saying though, but what I'm saying is that they've always had a title where, even when they get the kids come out and everybody, and there's like 18 different Supermans, there's always been a title where Clark Kent, excluding when the time that he fucking died for, I get it. Same thing with Batman's back broken. Okay, I get it. Besides that little tad bit, which was part of a storyline where he didn't really disappear, they've always had a book that's had those two cornerstone characters in the book. How are you going to make Doctor Strange, who's showing up in the Spider-Verse, and you want to make him a corner character because the Avengers weren't corner character, and now they are, right? Now they're major players. Like, what? Why?
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah, I get you. It doesn't make sense. You killed him off right before
we're not helping
Spider-Man, and before he has his own sequel movie coming out. Good thinking.
But it has to do with fandom too. Like, we're not helping the fans. Not. I'm not saying in general, like, we can't have a female Strange. We absolutely can. Give her a book that runs alongside with this. Give her a mini. Absolutely try something new. I'm all for new. Man, I love Sam Alexander. Miles, I like Miles. Not my favorite because Ben Reilly's my favorite, but that's all right. I mean, he doesn't have to be my favorite. You know what I mean? Shake your head at me. But, I mean, that it is.
I'm not shaking my head at you for that. I'm just.
But man,
that's a head shake of agreement, I guess.
I guess I just don't. I don't. Why couldn't you do like Damnation, where they did Damnation for all those people? Didn't do that. Have some
Tarnation.
Darnation. What is it? Tarnation was the
Tarnation for the
Yeah.
Those ones are tough to find now.
They are. They're really tough to find. They were tough to find then. People got excited about them. But that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Anyway, well, that's what we have for, I guess, comic news. But then I saw one sale of a comic link auction.
I want to address this comment here. Okay.
Okay. Do this first.
This is why Stick Boy. Okay. Find 5 people who are buying Doctor Strange comic that it's not a dirty flipper. Yeah. Hoping to make money. Okay. I get that. I understand what you're saying there. But Doctor Strange also, they have stopped and restarted a bunch of times. Even that Damnation thing they could have built off of, they never did. I'm not saying it's not for me. I'm not reading it. You're right, 100%. And I'm not even worried about it, but I'm an X-Men guy, and what they've done this with the X-Men and screwed it up. We could have kept X-Force going. We could have kept the other thing. What's wrong? We're just not making a new part out of this, I guess is all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying, man. And look, I mean, you're right. Nobody reads Doctor Strange, but nobody read the Avengers either. So, and Doctor Strange movie's coming out. So,
yeah.
Thank you for texting me because it does annoy me. Yes, I appreciate that. Thanks a lot, Dave.
But I saw one of these sales that interested me, so I went and checked out Comic Link and just looked at the last week of sales of just some really, really high-grade books that I just found interesting. Starting with a 9.9 of X-Men Annual 14.
Oh, cool. What
sold for $11,250.
Hey, let me see that label. I want to see what year this label is. Which book is it? Does it show the whole book in the casing? No, it doesn't. I want to know what casing that 9.9 came out of. Because if it's currently...
It looks like the newer cases, if that's what you mean. Yes, definitely doesn't look like the old cases.
Yeah, well, somebody definitely had a good night before they graded this book.
But 11 grand.
9.9s are tough, man. So are 10s.
Oh, yeah. I know.
That market is a weird market. I've gotten 3 10s in my life, and you can't believe what they paid for crap books for 10s, man. People collect that shit.
I've never gotten one. But another 9.9, a New Mutants 98, 9.9.
Right in your
this
book.
Ended just, what was it, last week? 12/8. So this is when it ended. So this thing sold for $29,250.
Oh my God. I wish
for a 9.9 of New Mutants 98.
Well,
yeah,
that's a lot. Button-up jeans.
And we've got a Secret Wars 8.
Has anybody ever read that book?
9.9.
By the way, has anybody actually read that book? It's a crappy book. Just go ahead.
New Mutants 98? Oh, yeah. It's terrible. You try to read it.
Garbage. All right. The character's good. No, not that one when they redid them.
Yeah, but Black Suit Spidey, Secret Wars 8, 9.9. Another $11,749.
Yeah, 9.9s are crazy, man.
Yeah, this also ended on 12/8. So this was what, a week ago. So this ended the day, last week when we were on. So that's why we're looking at them now. 73 bids too. So there's a lot of action on these books too to get up to these prices.
They're literally selling it. It's just the great, you know what I mean? Like,
oh yeah, it's just because these are 9.9s, but still.
God, I love having them, but there's no way I'd pay this for it at all.
No, God, no. But this is the one that is why I actually looked it up, because I saw, I think Hollywood Reporter actually had a
no shot. There's no
G.I.
shot.
Joe,
not one single one of these is a 9.8, considered not even close. Even the 9.8s they give. They're definitely a 9.99 on this book.
Hey, and this is a newsstand 9.9 too.
Get out of here. No shot. None.
I'm just telling you, that's what it is. It's a 9.9 and it's a newsstand. I mean,
and then they want to know why people question them and think they're a joke. It's because you gave this. There's just
$25,500 on this bad boy.
Good for them. Good for the seller.
Yeah, this one also, again, 12/8. So this is all stuff that ended, again, last Wednesday. So there's probably going to be stuff maybe ending today that we'll look at next week. I don't know. I found it kind of interesting, though.
Zaggy, are you all in with Strange now? Are you going to transfer over to that? Let us know. Because he was reading Doc. He's reading Doc Strange.
Going to read the new Clea Strange.
Yeah. No.
But just to kind of tease, it might be next week's matchup. We have 2 more sales that happen actually on eBay. The first being America Chavez's first appearance, a 9.8 of that 1 in 15 variant. Best offer on about $5,200. They accepted $4,000 for that variant for first America Chavez. Crazy. This is just Monday.
Look at the price. Did it say $1.50? Yeah. No, it was cheaper than $1.50. Go back. What was the original price on the G.I. Joe book?
On the G.I. Joe?
Yeah. Was it 50 cents?
Oh no, I don't think it was 50. I think it was $1.50.
Was it $1.50?
Yeah. It was thick, I think, at the time.
Oh yeah. That was for the number 1.
It was like a special kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. Why are the 9, or why is the Chavez going for $4,000?
Well, she's going to be in the Doctor Strange movie. Maybe we see her before then. I don't know, but she's going to be in Multiverse of Madness, from what I hear.
From what we hear,
still $4,000. So we might have her facing off against everybody's favorite Spider-Gwen.
Yeah, we're having her face off versus Spider-Gwen. So our last 2 face-offs are going to be these, and then Riri versus Moon Girl.
Yeah.
So just so you guys know. And
then we'll have a battle royal for all the winners, and we'll do like a little shortened selection of books for them.
Yeah.
But I put this Edge of Spider-Verse 2 up because you see that's $3,200. But that's $3,200 for a 9.6.
Yeah.
Of this book.
Yeah.
44 bids to get up to that as well. End of November on that. So that's why I included this one, because I had a 9.8 of this book and I sold it.
Wait, was it $1,000?
What's that?
Was it $1,000?
I sold it for like $800.
It wasn't even like $1,000. Did it go from like 900 to like 12 or something like that? It was weird.
I don't know. All I know is it wasn't too long after, because then the movie came out, and then all of a sudden it became like a $2,000 book, and then it was a $2,500 book, and then it was a $3,500 book, and now we're at a point where it's $3,200 for the 9.6. So the 9.8's like a $5,000 book.
I appreciate this. So we had a hard time deciding what we were going to go doing forward. We really put it like 16 different ways. And I think that was the coolest matchup, was the Riri versus Moon Girl. We were like, man, can we make these other ones cool? And we just couldn't. We had to do Sam versus Miles, and then America.
Yeah. Yeah, we just kind of had to. I mean, it may not seem fair at first, but hey, don't forget, this is we're also talking about.
Once you start seeing what Vengeance just did, it seems a little bit easier. It seems a little bit easier, so we'll see what happens. All right.
Anyway, well, there's our news for today. Well, the regular news. We still have video games if you want to do the video game stuff.
Do I want? Oh yeah, we can get to video games a little bit because so and so is running a little bit late. Whenever we announce that somebody's coming on the show, you know what happens, right? They never come on the show. All right, let me send him a message one more time. BJ, one more time. He was very excited about this from what I heard. All right, let's get to the news. You go start running the news, and I'll start chitter-chattering about the gaming news. What's in gaming this week? There's a couple things that's interesting in gaming this week, actually.
Yeah, there were. There were a few things.
All right, what do we put it up? Oh, are we doing a whole new intro?
No, I didn't get a whole new intro for the game. Did I? No, I don't think we have a gaming news. Oh, yeah, we do, actually.
We have a gaming intro somewhere.
We do. You know what? Thank you for reminding me. I need to use these intros more often.
All right, nice intro, Pete. Okay, so here's the gaming news for today. Pete pulls it up. I'll let you know.
Yep, I got it. It's right here.
It's just more like it's not like the most.
Well, I mixed some stuff in. I added some stuff apart from what you had picked out.
All right, what do we got?
But our first one, we did start with your Bob Kraft stuff first.
Yeah, Kraft Gaming. Literally bought the last spot in the worst league there could possibly be right now. No, I swear to God.
The worst league.
It's the worst league. It's like they're losing pros in the league all the time. They're like, maybe they could give college scholarships to keep the challenger numbers up. Pros have been retiring because they just don't want to play the new Call of Duty. They built big stadiums, so there's a lot of cost in this. But the Kraft Group is the Kraft Group. Yeah, Bob Kraft owns the whole group, and he's now trying to get into the gaming scene. He already got in before.
Massage parlor connoisseur Bob Kraft.
Yeah. Well, that group has gotten to Call of Duty now. They took the 12th spot because Optic Gaming would merge with Dallas, and they could only keep one of the spots. So Astro and sold it. So there we go. They'll partner with Oxygen Esports. You know what? I mean, listen, the big streamers are just signed to Complexity, which is owned by the Cowboys pretty much. So you see these big guys now going out there and scooping up e-talent, as they say. And it keeps getting bigger and bigger. You know, I wish I had Kraft money so I could do the same thing, I guess.
Absolutely.
So, but he did I don't know why you're getting your foot. Are you getting your foot in here so you can say you have one so that you can get to like League of Legends later on? Or
yeah, I don't know.
Valorant.
I think they built one of those gaming area or whatever, like a stadium type thing in Philly recently. I don't know if it's done or if it's open or what.
Yeah.
I know they were building one.
Yeah, I know they're building them. We'll see how that works out.
Never thought it would be a thing. Like,
yeah, no, it's crazy. Like, actually, the first time I saw League of Legends, like ESPN played it on the Ocho. And just the reaction of that and the international reaction, I was like, "Oh, this is it. This is like going to be like soccer." You know what I mean? Where people are like, "This is stupid. It's just guys kicking balls around. It can't be that big." And then all of a sudden, 20 years go by, and then fucking half of the metropolitan areas in the United States have a damn soccer team. So,
But then sometimes you find yourself watching odd things that you never thought you would watch. Like, why do you end up watching poker like late at night? I don't know why I could watch people play poker, but sometimes I can.
People will do that, yeah. Sticks.
I can sit and watch G4 and watch people play Dungeons and Dragons on a show because, well,
Zaggy, I don't know if you know this, but like four of the top game streamers where all they do is play games, shit you not, play games, just signed like multi-million-dollar deals with YouTube and Twitch. Like, we're talking the hundreds of millions of dollars. One of them signed with Complexity. That's a secondary deal to his YouTube deal, which is owned by the Dallas Cowboys. And that, you know, you're talking about another $60-70 million on top of that. So yeah, these guys, it's no joke anymore. These guys
crazy.
Are buku bucks. Buku bucks.
Well, our
But
next
we'll see.
story is also one of your gamer guys.
Oh, speaking of gaming, you said gaming, and then JJ shows up. What's going on, JJ?
Hey, JJ.
Hey, what's happening?
Just by the guy, the doc. The doc decided to finally create. We've known this is going to come out for a while now. A AAA game studio. The reason why is because they already rate AAA is because that means quality games, not these knockoff games and everything else. And he has gotten some of the developers coders from the biggest games already to supposedly work for him.
Yeah, Midnight Society.
Yeah, we'll see how this goes. We'll see how it goes. They definitely
It's a cool
the one thing they
sounding
definitely don't know how to do is write an anti-cheat for either one of those games. So, yeah. All right, next up. No,
Next
that's cool. That's good. If that might be the next thing you see. Like it's going to be kind of crazy where you see some of these guys. They've made enough money now where there's not enough like the ownership where you see these big guys like Kraft come in and what the Joneses start to come in. But these guys are now made enough money ahead of that they can start creating their own studios. And the older you get, like this first generation of kids that are not kids anymore, that are in their like reaching into their 40s, like what's Doc's real name? I can't remember what his real name is. But to see them develop it further on and not just own esports teams, but actually own studios and stuff like that. You know, it's becoming a point where that's when it's getting serious, right? Where you keep seeing more revenue streams and development later on in life for some of this stuff, not just the signing of a contract for some guy to stream online. So
I don't know.
I gotta say, it's kind of weird though that he would be jumping in now, given his like past history and the problems that like Blizzard has.
Yeah, I guess with the wife thing, is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, and the affair and everything else. Like,
yeah, but I think an affair is a little bit different than what's going on in Blizzard.
Yeah.
You had something called the Cosby Room in Blizzard, and you had interns and people there doing bear crawls underneath desks with skirts on, and if they didn't do it, they're getting fired. A lot of sexual harassment. Like
the connotation of it all, of having scandals around you, may not be the best time to come into the business.
That thing with the wife was 3 years ago, though. Do you think people really care about that anymore?
No, probably not. I mean, he came back on YouTube. Didn't he take time off and come back?
No, Twitch banned him, and you can't even dress up like him, and there's like weird rules around him. But he went back and sued them, and from what it sounds like, he's gonna get a hefty payday. He did help design a couple video games before, like just input. He says he designed it, but it was really just input that he put into it. So we'll see what happens now that he's got his own studio. But yeah, if he wins that Twitch lawsuit, it doesn't matter what his game is because he's going to be able to make whatever the hell he wants.
Yeah, he's going to be funded.
That's true.
Yes, he will be funded. But no, he's still doing pretty good. I mean, there's a big issue with him because he wasn't on even though he was nominated for Streamer of the Year, he couldn't be on the esports stream because they streamed it on Twitch and not on YouTube, and he's not allowed to be on Twitch because he's suing the shit out of it. So, yeah.
All right, just a quick hit one next. Apparently, they're going to be remaking, not remastering, but remaking Splinter Cell.
Yeah,
I like the original games, and I like the idea that they're going to focus in on the stealth aspect of it. They're not going to make it an open world game. It's still going to be like a linear story, but I don't know.
I think I'm with JJ on this. Okay.
I'm willing to let him give it a shot. I want my Sam Fisher back.
Yeah, I'll give it a try. I'll give it a play. But that's really it. There's nothing to share. There's no like real more news beyond that.
Oh, that's cool. Ubisoft still does an okay job.
And of your favorite Call of Duty, apparently Modern Warfare 2 is going to be the last one that's going to be released on the older systems. I guess they're going to be all next gen.
Oh my god!
Going forward, so no more Xbox One, no more PS4. It'll be PS5, which nobody can get a hold of, or
no, it'll be Xbox One. It'll be Xbox One, it'll be Xbox One and further on, and Xbox 4 and further on.
Yeah, whatever.
They won't go back to the original Xbox and Xbox. Yeah.
Well,
they need I don't think they need to worry about what console they're on. I think they need to worry about what the hell's going on over there, because that game they put out isn't even like it doesn't run. They put a broken game out, and they have their developers are out there, they screaming about who they're firing. They're a mess. They have, they're
Aren't they
part
still?
of Activision.
Don't they still tag team it though? Like I remember they used to. Like it would be every other year they would stagger which company was making the next game, and they would kind of so this way they could continue to have a game coming out every year.
It's all under Activision and what's his name? JJ. Activision, Riot Games, isn't it? Is it Riot?
Well, they were. Are they still switch hitting the developers? Wasn't it Infinity Ward?
Infinity War. You're right. You're right.
Switching
Infinity
off
War was the last. But didn't they go with Infinity War on Black Ops, and then they did it on this one too? On 2? I don't know.
They switch off every other year. I can't remember which year's what now.
What so Riot might be now, and then that makes sense. And then Infinity War was the year before.
The Vanguard one might be.
The Vanguard one is it's shit.
Well, sometimes you miss.
Well, I mean, it's just miss basic stuff. You load in with you can't even see your guns. You can't aim. I mean, you can't miss on that. You can't. You kick somebody in your group all the time, so you can play shorthanded or they'll say the lobbies are full. I mean, it's a mess. It's a mess. So good luck with that. Fix that. Actually, pay your people. Stop firing people you need. How about that?
So I didn't know if you guys knew this, but apparently you can play video games in your Tesla. And apparently you can play them while you drive.
I mean, isn't I don't know. I don't own a Tesla, but isn't the control panels like a big iPad, more or less, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, and all you have to do is say, "No, I'm not the driver. I'm the passenger," and you can play a game while you're driving.
Yeah,
sounds safe.
It's not dangerous at all.
With all the technology, they can't tell that they can't do weighted seats. They can do it for you if you have your belt on or not.
Yeah, exactly.
They can't do it with this, huh? All right.
Yeah. But I thought it was mildly interesting.
Yeah.
Just like Minecraft apparently got 1 trillion views on Minecraft videos.
On YouTube videos. Yeah.
1 trillion.
This is unbelievable. Anything, I was at a con one time and we saw this guy doing custom Minecraft characters with custom weapons. And I'm like, what is it? He was set up at a big con. I'm talking probably $2,200 a tape. Dave, are you in the chat? Dave, just get into the chat for crying out loud, because he can help me, because we were right next to this guy. And I think it was $2,200, or was it $1,850? $1,850 for the table that he had. Just one table, 10-foot table, $1,850. He wasn't even actually selling you anything there. You would just order the shit from him. And this guy was there for all 4 days. And I saw him this year back there. And now he's got 4 tables. $1,850 a table. And he's just taking orders, selling. I don't know what the shit it is, man. He does on 3D printer. If you can figure that out, Zaggy, you want to play video games, figure out what that dude somehow figured out about a 3D printer and printing this stuff out. The kids, they go to it and they're spending, and he tells us the goal game. Well, then they need new weapons, and then they gotta look.
They're spending their parents' money on stuff that they just don't want to build themselves.
It's like these 3D printed characters, like almost like a doll character, or like a 3/4 inch, but it's crappier because it's Minecraft. So it's plastic.
But that's what I'm saying, though. Isn't the whole point that you can do it yourself if you just take time?
I would say they're not vinyl, so I would say the quality isn't quite there. It's I'm not of the engineer type mind. I can fix some shit though. I bought a truck so that I could learn how to fix stuff on it. So, and the thing hasn't blown up after 3 years. So I feel pretty confident in my ability. If you give me a 3D printer, I figure I can figure that out on how to do what this dude's doing. I just can't figure out the whole schematics of it. He got it unlocked.
How weird is it? So like when we were kids, it was all about what console you had was the game you could play.
Yeah.
And now there's games
man, I can't play Ultra Beast. I don't have a Genesis.
Fortnite, Minecraft, all the you can play them on everything.
Yeah.
Everything. You got to play it on a phone. You play it on a tablet. Play it on a laptop. You play. I think that's the popularity of it. Is anybody can pick it up and play it.
I think it's
Yeah.
supposedly it's not a bad thing though. Like it's creation, so it's like Legos, a gaming Lego
Yeah,
thing.
I mean-
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. My son wants to play it, and I'm just like, nah, bro. We ain't got that life, dude. We can start learning programming, but we're
We'll
not
play
gonna
online.
too many. I hear too many kids already, too many squeakers already online. I'm like, dude, it ain't a spot for you, man. So
Yeah.
Son, have you tried
my-
Grand Theft Auto?
yeah, dude, I'm playing Warzone, bro. There's no way a 4-year-old should be playing Warzone.
Mm,
I'll put this one out there. You can say whatever you want. If you let your 4-year-old play Warzone, you're a bad parent, flat out. Don't do it.
I will say this about Minecraft. Somehow, after Thanksgiving was over, after we were done eating dinner, we were just hanging out. My brother was playing with his nephew, my son. They were playing Minecraft. He was helping him along.
Sure.
But somehow, after a little ways, it was me and my brother playing Minecraft. While my son just
Is it fun?
extricated himself
What is
and
it? You just
watched.
build stuff? Is it like
While we were
Simpson?
just trying to build, I don't even know what the heck we were doing, but we were trying to build something. And we're like, we'll stop as soon as we get this done. It was like one of those. And I think an
Yeah, like
hour
the
had passed.
board,
And I
like
looked
these-
around. I'm like, wait a second. How did I get
Like-
tricked into this?
I mean, they're selling 2-dimensional stuff to these kids. Like, I don't get it. It's not, you can't plug it into the game. You know, like for us when we were kids, like, if you could plug in why would you buy Nintendo Power? You didn't buy Nintendo Power because you wanted to read the articles. It's like Playboy. You didn't buy Playboy because you're reading the articles, bro. You're looking at titties, right? You didn't buy Nintendo Power to read the articles. You went there to get the maps and the cheats.
Yeah, you need the
Those
maps,
two
the
things you did.
walkthroughs. The...
Absolutely. That's what you did. So,
I read the article. I love the article.
of course you did. Of course you did. I mean, like normal people, JJ, not JJ.
Actually,
I had a Game Genie. I didn't.
My
need that
favorite
other
part of
stuff.
Nintendo Power for years was the mail column.
Yes, I agree.
Go
Well,
right
I like
in
that.
and
I used to like that in Marvel too. So, but yeah.
Mm,
Did somebody famous write into the powers? Did you?
probably.
I don't know. Probably. I know that. That J. Scott Campbell, when he was a teenager, won that art contest,
Yeah.
and that was his first artwork. Was in one of those.
Mm.
I think number 6 or
true.
something like that.
All right. What else we got?
Our last story
We
is cryptocurrency related with a gaming company.
Oh, yeah. This has gone well. That's just from one of them. These last 2 weeks have not been good for.
Yeah.
For
3 of
cryptos,
them got
period.
hit in the last 11 days or something.
Well, in the last 3 months, I mean, there's been we're talking close to 2 billion missing from cryptocurrency. Now, this company, because they do stuff with it's not just the cryptocurrency, they also do NFTs. They giving it back to them, but you're giving them back at a currency rate that is now because it plummeted because, somebody once told me, no way you can hack blockchain, right? You can't hack blockchain, right? Yeah, okay.
Everybody always figures out a way to hack something eventually.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
Only a matter of time.
Only a matter of time. So then the price of the cryptos in this one, this is P. Which one is this? Is it PY?
I think so. That sounds.
Yeah. And so it dropped drastically from about 60 to now around 20s, and that's because the company keeps pushing millions back in to try to funnel the crypto up. And you've got issue. We've covered some of this stuff already. You've got the younger generation, which I also told was all down with this, has canceled. They've used the cancel culture to cancel all types of NFTs and cryptos already, right? We've seen that. That happened over at Ubisoft. That happened actually at streamers that were doing it. And now this over here this was 3 of them in the last week got hit. 140 sounds bad. Got hit for almost 600 million in the last 2 weeks. There's one company that said, yeah, right here for DeFi. They asked them hey, please
Do the right thing.
Give us the money back. And they're saying that these hackers, it's so quick because, they're using the pool system, right? Which is where you get your money pooled up. So they're making small transactions in pool system. You can't find the shit. It's gone. They're cashing out because you can get these little pool systems, get in there real quickly, dump the money across them, spread them quickly. It's like laundering money, but faster.
Yeah, exactly. I was going to say, just the anonymity of this is just.
Yeah, real cool. So wait, blockchain, the whole thing about the anonymity is the best part, right? And then you've got blockchain, which can't be hacked. But guess what? When you hack blockchain, you really can't because you have got these pools. They were.
And then you can't be tracked.
PY down here, the gaming company, was every 30 minutes had a bot telling everybody get all their liquidity out of the pools, empty out the liquidity pool so that they couldn't make trading transactions. by that time they think that they already cleared the 140 million. I mean, you leave it so that there's nobody there. It's decentralized. There's nobody there to. Okay, cool. You don't have a middleman. Great.
There's no trail.
But you ain't got no gatekeeper either. The house is wide open, and you're like, yo, whatever you do, just don't rob us, bro. Come on.
Please. And if you do the right thing and give it back.
Make sure you pay your taxes, guys, because that's something that comes with this too.
But that's what we have for our gaming news section this week.
Me too. I don't know how. Because it's a gaming company. All right, excellent. All right,
yeah. This was the gaming company, the Vanguard Gaming Company, or whatever.
Since JJ is here, thanks, Deadly Jet. Hey, every once in a while I hit one. I know a little bit of something somewhere. Every once in a while, you never know. JJ's here, so let's get Pete, explain what we're covering, please, if you could. You know what I mean?
Oh, with the tier list? Well, we're going to be putting
for all the new people,
kind of the keys of the two characters up against each other. We're going to be doing Sam Alexander's Nova and Miles Morales' Spider-Man head to head with a little bit of a point system we came up with, our tier ranking kind of system. As far as the point system goes, I'll show you that real quick. If we rank something S tier, they're going to get 10. If it's A tier, 5. B3, C2, D tier will get you no points, and anything in the trash will cost that character 5 points. Now, the way that I'm looking at it, everybody can grade this however you choose to do it. You rank this however you feel the right way to rank it. The way that I look at this is kind of this point in time. So, with some of these books being super duper expensive in my mind, I can't say they're like a good investment or a good buy right now. So I may not rank them as high as you might think they should be. But again, everybody can rank however they decide to do it, and we'll just see who ends up on top. I realize it seems like a one-sided fight here, but you never know when you factor that kind of upside. Is there upside to Sam Alexander? Probably.
All right.
But Miles is still formidable opponent. To be sure.
Oh, sorry, I was muted there. Cool. Well, I got a little something to drink, so let's get into it. We've got our little piles going for this, and last couple weeks have worked out well. We're going to continue to do these verses. Let me see. I will start picking. We didn't tell everybody.
I didn't name them, so they're not going to be easy for you to figure out.
They'll be easy for me to figure out. I actually think we might get a little surprise here, as a matter of fact.
We'll see.
We'll see.
As I said, everybody can rank however they decide they'd like to rank, but I'm thinking of it as this point in time.
All right. This is an interesting book because
Big swing off the start.
Yeah, big swing off the start because I think it's a very interesting book. I think Ultimate Fallout 4. Now this is just a regular A cover, the original cover. Mm-hmm. I think it has. It's cool. It's a great cover. I don't care what you say about the costume on the cover. Now apparently, it is his first appearance, and I think we're going to get that going forward. However, the one thing I'll say is I think this book, just this cover, this exact book, is a little bit diluted because of how many
there are a lot of copies.
Well, not just that. There's a lot. Yeah, there's a lot of copies. I mean, the printing. I still think it's a good book. I still have a couple copies.
Second prints as well.
Yeah, there's gonna say extra printings, and they showed up in they showed up in there's facsimiles, and they showed up in 5 and Below packs, and then I mean. They're all over the place. I understand that. And there's facsimiles and there's the dollar reprints or whatever on it too. I get all that. And there's a Halloween book, but that I think kind of draws it down a little bit. I still, and I do have 2 of these. Full disclosure, one's a 9.8, so I'm not trying to push this book up because of that. But with all that being said, and there's a variant that we're going to get to. You know what I mean?
We're doing that one separately.
Yeah, separately. So, and I might add that even with all that being said, there's people that missed out on this book and now are trying to shift the focus onto other books in there to muddy the waters, as we say, with previews and shit, and like a bunch of other horse shit too. So I would have to say that because of all that, I really want to put it in A, but what, JJ? Oh, are the comments funny?
That was a long intro to your grade there.
Yeah. Thank you.
Where you were getting
Because I feel that it hurts that I'm not putting this book in A. That I'm going to put it in B. But because of all that stuff, I have to put it into B. And that's nothing I can control. There's nothing I can do about it, but that's where I think I have to have it. JJ, would you like a retort on how I don't know what I'm talking about?
No. I think all the points you made were valid. Although I don't know that number of print run matters once a book starts to go up. Because I don't know that there's even enough there supply to meet the demand.
That's a fair point
of the
too.
book. But I have to think somewhere along the lines it still has legs to go up more from where it is. Because it's not as expensive as the variant. The variant's in the stratosphere. It's almost untouchable.
I mean, because the guys, when people start yelling S in the chat, like, do remember there's not going to be a lot in S. So we do have the I mean, we're kind of helping you out here, guys. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, you have to sell your car to afford the variant.
Yeah,
how much it is.
Nowadays,
but like,
it's crazy.
I mean, for just the A cover, I still think there's a little meat on the bone as far as as far as the character goes. You got animated movie. He's been in a video game.
Mm-hmm.
You know he's probably coming to live action somewhere down the road. He's probably going to go up at that point.
Absolutely.
Whether or not it'll double from where it is, I don't know. But I guarantee it goes up another 1,000 probably if he sees big in a live action movie.
That's no doubt. I have no doubt at that at all. The question though is like when it becomes like but as that occurs, because Pete just told me something about the argument about the fucking suit now. Like why can't this book just be, look, this is his first, like, stop it. I know everybody needs content, but shut up and stop it, right? No more previews, no more anything else. There's always going
to be excuses as to why somebody else says, well, this should be the book, but they're wrong.
No, they're wrong. I agree. But even
you go back to the 181, 180 debate and look at that, and I mean, 180 is starting to catch up to it as far as like people that said, no, 180 is the book. Maybe 180 is the book technically, but the market still wants 181. The value of it keeps going up.
The Gambit thing, but that's different. This book, for some reason, this book alone, the fakes that they were trying to sell online of the first prints as an actual first appearance instead of saying reprints in it, the second print. I mean, like.
Yeah, Zaggy, which one do you mean? The one of this where you see his face, or the white cover close up on his head? Because
I like the close up. I like the white cover.
I like the white cover
play out of all of it.
But that's what I'm saying. There's so many choices when it comes down to this. There's so many choices, and then not just one book, not a 180 versus 181. There's tons of choices, and then on top of all that loud noise, we have Donkey Kong coming in here. Ooga, let's do a more book, preview book, different two book. This, like, shut up. You know what I mean? So you get all that loud noise, and that's what I think, not to me, but like overall diminishes it. I have no problem putting it in it because I would love to see it.
I'm going to go with
I'm going to go A or even, A. And if you don't put a book in S form, what are you going to put in?
Yeah.
Because if it still has $1,000 potential up there, still can increase 20-30%.
It does, but it's not just based completely on growth potential. And by the way, $1,000 for growth potential on a first appearance of this magnitude, that's what I'm saying. Like, there's so much junk, there's so much noise that, like, we just showed Vengeance 1. The damn thing's $4,000 now.
Yeah.
The variant.
I just think the noise falls more by the wayside than reality. I mean, it's like when somebody tells you, in anything, like somebody tells you to buy gold because the stock market's going to crash. The stock market hasn't crashed yet, but they've been telling you to buy gold for 10 years, 20 years.
Well, they always tell you to buy. No, more than that. They told you forever. They've always told you to buy gold. But this is the thing I'm going to say about that. I agree to a point. With the money diversing across all these crappy books, it does dilute the pool of money that can increase this. This is all I'm saying. But yes, A is a great spot for it. Okay, so
should we go doubles? $3,200 on December 14th for a 9.8 of this book.
See, I feel like even that's up from where it was a month ago.
That's kind of why I'm.
That's why I'm back around because right after they
not S. is because I'm like, the regular cover at $3,200 when I know there are a lot of them out there, because I found a lot of them out there before it hit that megasphere. I bought like a half dozen or 8 of them for like $8 each, and was happy to flip them for $50 at the time, because that was the market. The market was like $50, and I was happy to go and buy them and turn them over as quickly as I could.
But this is where my argument comes into play too.
But they're out there.
There's the variant and the 2 cover, the white 2 cover with him lifting the mask, and there's also the variant. 2 books, same book. 2 books that maybe righteously or unrighteously are hyped higher than this book. You know what I mean? Like, but we'll get into some of that. We didn't actually put the second one in because we weren't going to sit on this first appearance all day long, because they're just kind of not fair. But since we're doing it, wait, I screwed up. Yeah, no, I didn't. All right, Fallout 4, the variant issue, the car, as JJ calls it, or house, or whatever. I mean, I don't think anybody got to argue this is not. I mean, we can't argue this is an S tier, right? This is the cream of the crop. We'll rise to the top. The ladies' delight. Yes or no?
Well, you got to say it's S tier where it's at now. Well,
it's the book. It's the book. Yeah. No matter what you say about it, there's no the one thing that doesn't. This is different realm, right? You know, $1,000 here, $1,000 there to influence the Ultimate Fallout 4, the original cover, print run, blah blah blah, all that stuff. Great, good stuff. This one here, there's none of that. There's no loud noise. There's no music. There's no. If somebody tells you that that's not first at this point, you just laugh at them, turn around, and say, "Have a nice."
31 grand.
Yeah, it's a cover.
October. That was October. That's the only one I could find. I was trying to look really quickly.
Crash.
October, $31,000.
No, I don't know.
I don't know if I could.
I agree, Darth. I like the other stuff too, but like you have to respect this. It has to be 31.
The argument you're going to have is why is the variant the S book and the A is only or the A cover or first print is only A?
Because the variant.
I mean, the variant's not super limited either. I know there's less of them, but it's not like it's a really rare book. Like if I had the money, I could go buy one at any time. It's just a lot of money.
Well, you could buy. Well, you could for $31,000, but there's a small. I just said, like with Ultimate Fallout 4, a lot of people can scratch together the cheese to get that. When you go into the variant, and you look at somebody and go like, you know, like you guys, I own some $40,000, $50,000, and $60,000 books. Like when somebody comes in and goes, "Oh, that book's okay," or "It's not that great," you're just like, "Yeah, thank you very much. Have a nice day." Because you know what? Like it's a different level. And with that, when they tell you that's not the first appearance, your answer is this: so you can't afford the book. And then they have nothing else to say because it's done. So where with Ultimate Fallout, it'd be like, "Oh well, yeah,
it is, and it is the first appearance. That's not the argument here. It is the first. It's the same as the other book, and there's just
all around Obi
less copies. So it's the premium version of the same first appearance. It's just so damn expensive.
Yeah, it's so hot. It's kind of boring, I guess. Well, wait a minute. These are the same guys that said that. Wait, time out. I don't know
that it's so hot it's boring. It's more like it's become unattainable for so many people, more or less, that nobody looks at it as being a hot book as much.
No, nobody questions
it's up there, and it's the book you dream about having. But it's the book.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, there's no questioning. I guess it's funny because, like, I don't understand this. Like, the same people that are going, like, well, they're still giving A's are like, hey, Ultimate Fallout, which probably they all own, the regular cover is S tier. But then when we come to the variant, that's not S tier. Like,
Well, this is here's what I'm thinking. Like I'm just saying at the price point that we're talking about, which is $31,000 in October. Grant, I know that's 2 months ago, but still, $31,000. Would I rather have the variant of Miles' first appearance? Would I rather have what would 31 grand get me in an AF-15? A 2? A 1.5?
Yeah, right around there. 2.
I probably would rather go with the AF-15 at that point.
But at this level, because Joe brings it up, it's not like a lot of places will say like, oh, we're an investment place and we're going to give you all these hot flips and it's an investment. No, that's scratch off lottery tickets, bro. And
with this type of book at that type of money, it's nothing less than an investment, because when the dips come, they don't come like the Ultimate Fallout 4, the A cover. That dip can cut in half any day of the week. That ain't happening. That's not going to happen with the variant. Historically. Now, I'll get something wrong eventually, right? So if that happens and that goes wrong, but once you start crossing that $20,000 threshold, like the books just don't.
There's too much money in it for it to go down.
Too much money in it. It's not going to. It just doesn't go down, man. Like that's an actual investment book. So when you're talking about it, yeah, investment books should be an S tier, no matter if you like it or think it's boring or can afford it or can't. An investment book is an S tier, in my opinion. But we'll go to the chat, and what do we have with the chat?
I don't know where they were at, because I was looking up prices and stuff.
A, not saying it's less than cover A. I say A again for yeah. He says A. That's a valid point. I get it. Ben. Easy S, A plus, which still means an A. They've got a lot of A's here, and JJ, I think, was arguing for A. I can't believe this is not going to go into S tier. I need somebody to save me.
I think it's just at the price. I think there is a ceiling. Don't you think there's a ceiling?
But with that ceiling, you're thinking about it as a growth. It's going to grow at a certain percentage, even if it's 10% year over year. It's going to grow, and that's okay, because investment books, that's a really good return on investment. Like that, when you look at investment books, and I know we've been spoiled with this market where shit's just been going crazy, but when you look at the downturns of the market, I'm just too technically getting into this, but when you look at downturns of the market, when you still see a growth on these investment books, which this is one that will, in my opinion, be a growth book, then yeah, man, no, it's fucking S tier, because it can't be touched by anything else. That's why it's superior.
With that angle of your argument there, I can see what you're saying. Like, I know and that's what gives me pause is the fact that it's so damn pricey already. But to your point, I get what you're saying. Like, it's still not going to drop. It's not like all of a sudden this is going to be it goes from 30 grand to 2 grand because everybody hates Miles all of a sudden. It's just probably it's just not going to happen.
Or like the second print trend, which hey, Zaggy, good on you getting the second prints too. But like,
and it is a lot of money. But and also I'm trying to support your point, like with the. I don't even want to just say inflation, just the normal like growth that it could have.
Yeah.
A 10% on 30 grand is a lot more than if you're trying to make up 10% on a bunch of different books, which will probably
go up and down depending on whatever. All right, so Zaggy, since you've got the second print and you don't care that much about this, give us this, or at least Joe and Zaggy, one of you two, give us this. Are we going S tier with this, or are we going A? Because we're split in the middle. We're split in the middle on this one right now.
Yeah.
I can't believe I'm the one arguing S tier for this book.
I'm surprised as well.
Arguing S tier for a variant. I cannot believe it. But all right.
Well, For Deadly Venoms is not mad if we put it in S.
All right, not mad. Yeah, no, but we need one more S. Everybody's gotten great comments. I really do appreciate the chat.
Yeah.
It's S. Sadly, it's S. Okay, throw it.
It doesn't have to be
here.
Sadly. I mean, again,
he's got a valid point. It's like
I'm never going to have this book. It's just not going to be one
that's not a book I'm going after. But like, I get it, man. I get it. Put it up in S. JJ's gonna come back and throw a hissy fit. This is an S. All right. So if we do that, then we're gonna have to go.
We got to go to
Sam
now. We got to do a double shot of.
Got to do a double shot of Sam. So, did we do? I can't see. God, my eyes are really getting bad.
Well, you can ask.
Is this? Yeah. Okay. This is
the regular.
Regular. Yep. Yep. Full disclosure: between the regular and the variants of this, I must have 20 copies of really good copies of this. I'm a big fan of Sam. Actually, I'm a big fan of the variant. So, but I was getting them really cheap early on. So
yeah, I think I only got one apiece.
What does this go for?
This one?
I think the last one of these I bought was for $4, and I thought it was ridiculous for $4.
Well, for $4, it is ridiculous.
Years ago. Years ago. Right
now, well, we don't want 9/8, right? We just want regulars.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead. What's a 9/8 go for this?
Well, best offers on $400, so I don't have it immediately in front of me. Oh, there's one November 19th, $400 for a 9/8 of the regular.
That's kind of expensive, in my opinion. for
It
these
is kind
spots,
of
but-
expensive. I'm just going to go with ended recently. See what we have. Oh, look, a raw copy that
Mhm.
somebody had graded 9294,
No, I don't want that one.
26.95.
No.
30
what'd
bucks
you
at
say?
auction for a raw.
How much for a raw?
30 bucks.
Yeah, $30.
26.95. Like I said, their raw grade is 9294 is what they put in their listing. So
No, okay.
25. Yeah,
So
25 to
40
30 bucks.
$40 if you're trying to go for near mint, probably somewhere around there. That's not too out of pocket, I don't think. Right?
No, I don't think that's terrible for something like
The
this.
A copy first. I like it. There's been rumors that they're gonna do something with both him and Ryder, right? Oh, did we lose JJ? We lost JJ.
Oh, we lost
Fix the
JJ.
thing when we lost him. B.
They'll be
B
back.
for this.
There he is. He's already back.
Okay.
There, we got you back already.
I didn't have audio there for a while.
The other Marvel point ones.
Oh,
Yeah, I
so
saw
that's
that.
why we didn't hear you arguing over the S tier
Ah.
ranking of the variant.
Yeah, it got up there eventually. B on Nova. So we put up number one we put up the 1 point, the just A cover. It's like a $40 for near mid raw, like usually $26.30 for 9692. And then like somebody sold it for $400 for a 9.8 slab.
Yeah. Well, there was a couple of 400 best offers, and then there was one that looks like it was just straight up 400.
Okay. All right. So like under 400 for that. It's coolish, I guess. I don't know, man. The Watcher's on it.
First, I don't love the book because of it being like
because of the Watcher of that one.
yeah. Well, yeah, it's like a one shot, but like I don't know. I'm not a big fan of like those weird.
I like one
one-shot.
shots though. Like I like minis and one shots. So when these came out, I was like all about it. I thought it was the greatest idea ever. And then I was sad when they left. But I don't know. Zaggy's got it at B.
I can see that. I am still leaning towards an A, personally, just because of at 20, 30 bucks for this. If we actually see him in something, how is this just not going to be like close to $100 raw? You know what I mean?
Well, the tease was like when we get to get a little bit into the space, after the scrolls with Guardians, supposedly there's been a tease that it was like they're going to bring back Ryder and him and kind of feed into the champions thing. But I
can't see them doing both at once that quickly.
Yeah, that's the other problem. I still want Richard Ryder first.
Trash. I got 6 of these.
Look at Hawkeye or these other characters where it took so long to basically get the next generation character there. What 3-4 phases of Marvel movies and shows?
If Chavez is coming that quickly and Moon Girl's got hurt,
but Chavez doesn't.
They're
have,
first generation of
they're
their
first
character.
generation of their character. Sam Alexander's the second generation of his character.
American Chavez's is basis is, let's be honest, the lesbian version of Captain America. I mean, she was riding.
That's still
her power set is not
the
same. Like she's
I guess. But you got Miss Marvel going out there too. I'm just thinking about like they're finally getting that whole group, the champions group. Hopefully not Cyclops, or like the Alpha Omega groups out there. So if that's coming, even if it doesn't, like just to have him show up in the Nova Corps or something as an intro, who knows? I mean, it's a rumor. Whatever.
Maybe we should do an audio version.
Yeah. All right. So what do we got? We got A. If we don't know if he's going to show up though.
Yeah, we don't know if he's
B,
going to show up. So I'm also fine with B for that reason because it is a gamble.
I mean, I like him. I really do.
He's a bigger gamble than Miles.
Yeah, he definitely is.
So.
Well, yeah, because Miles is here.
Yeah, Miles is here.
That's what I mean.
We know we're
He's
getting
a bigger
it.
gamble.
We know we're getting it. Yeah.
And you could have.
Yeah, but there's also a lot bigger of
Alexander.
a payoff for him than there is for Miles too, though. I mean, that's where the. But all right, put him in A. I just like the Watcher on that. I like him.
Wait, where are we putting him?
Put him
A
in
or B?
B. Everybody's got B on it.
Okay, I want to
There's like 3 excuse me. There's 2 A's and like 4 B's.
Yeah, that's it. I still think he has potential, but it is a gamble. I'm not gonna lie, it's not a gamble.
What was cover price on that book?
It was
Remember
expensive.
that?
It was like $2.99 or $3.99 at the time.
Was that
Like
the normal price of covers though, or was it like a
No,
high
because
price
it's a
one
bigger.
shot?
No, it was like $1 more than the regular covers because it was a one shot.
So
I
I think it
remember
was like
going-
$3.99 at being $1 more at the time.
Yeah, but if you bought, well, at my LCS, whatever, you got a deal on them. Especially when they try to blow them all out because they bought a crap ton of them. So, all right, there we go for that. And then where is this the variant? Yep, this is the variant.
Well, the
Well-
variant, I don't know what the incentive was on the colored version, but
Yeah.
I think the black and white version was something like a 1 in 100 or something.
It was.
I think wasn't it
Something
one
really
in
high.
75 for the color?
It was like
That
I might
sounds
have been an odd one too.
I
but-
thought all those black and white sketches in 2013 through 2016 were 1 in 100s, weren't they?
I don't know. I could double check it real fast, but
I got to thinking like a few of them were 1 in 200s, but maybe I'm just thinking Star Wars.
Mm.
no, there were some odd ones. There were some 1 in 150s for whatever.
Yeah,
reason.
1 in 150s. You're right.
Maybe it's 1 in 75.
There
or
was
1 in
some
150.
50s because I think isn't Nova #1 the new now? Wasn't that a 75?
Well, let's see. I'm looking it up now.
Look at this one right here for 1 point. I mean, we're getting far ahead of ourselves.
This one was a 1 in 100. The Nick
It was a 1 in
Bradshaw
100.
wraparound sketch was a 1.
What's that going for? Do you know? I don't think we put in the black and white. Well, I guess we could.
I put both
That's it.
on this because they're just kind of there.
Yeah.
What was the color? 1 in 75 or 1 in 50?
No, it's. I
It
think
was
it's
one-
just kind of a B
It was
cover.
1 for 1.
Really?
That's what I was going to tell you. The deal was 1 for 1. So
Ah.
if you paid full price for the A cover, you could buy the second cover for $1 at my LCS. And that's sweet. That's a sweet deal. Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to look for the sketch, but I'm not seeing.
So just go with the
Oh,
other
that's
cover.
it. All right, it looks like a 9.4 of the sketch took a best offer on $1,000.
Damn.
A 9.8 of the color variant sold for $475.
Ooh. Wait a minute. The A sold for 400, and the cover variant, which was the
Yes.
lesser of the two, sold for 475.
Well, you just said they were 1 for 1 though, so that
Yeah.
sounds right.
No,
Yeah,
you
it's the
could go
variant.
1 for 1. You could go 1 for 1. Not
You
everybody
could
did
go
it.
1 for
In
1, but it's still the
2013, people weren't
variant.
doing that. People weren't doing that. They were just no. It wasn't.
Yeah, I just sorted by the most expensive. And that color, that black and white, that's the only one that I could see sold. No, wait, there's a raw sold in October for $200 on the black and white.
That's a good deal.
Yeah. I mean, I would say if you're rating both these together, I mean, I don't know about S. I think definitely A because
It's got yeah.
the sketch, although I don't like when they just take a cover and they make it black and white.
Me neither.
I don't
Call it a
either.
sketch. I hate that idea. But value-wise, I mean, there's some meat on the bone there.
Yeah.
Obviously. I mean, it sounds like it's really hard to find at this rate. I didn't know it was $9 for $1,000. That's kind of crazy, but
Well, best
Yeah.
offers. I don't know what they actually
Yeah.
accepted.
no, yeah.
Anybody have a problem
$200
with this?
raw is not bad.
I don't think we
Yeah,
could
but $200
put
for raw. I'm with you on this.
right. I think $200 for raw is really good, but I'm not sure we could put this in S tier as
No,
much as I
don't
like the
think so.
character. I think this has to be A tier.
I agree.
All right, let's put it in A tier then. Oh, I didn't get out of it. Hold on, let me get out of it. All right, let's put it in A tier.
Do we pivot back, or you want to do one?
No, I will go back to Miles. We'll go back, swing back to Miles. That works well. While the chat's yelling about how much they dislike Miles. All right, cool. Well, at least we picked two characters. Yeah, guess what? Even if Miles wins this, he's gonna have to go. Oh shoot, he's gonna have to go up against some people. So you can try to tank it later on, and when we get into the Royal Rumble. Oh, I already did that. Hold on, I didn't.
Yes, you did that one already.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's go down to deep then. Let's see what we have down here. 25. Can I get a 25? So Miles Morales, 25. Oh, good Lord.
I don't want anything to touch the first Clone Saga. I'm not touching this one.
We get his 3 clones. Oh, there they are. Yeah, they're in
Yeah.
the picture.
They're in the picture. I put them on the
What are
side
their
here.
names? You had Shifty, Mind Slide, or something.
Yeah, I don't remember. I just remember
Mindless-
Shift.
Yeah,
Which
Shifty,
is the droopy, melty
Selmy,
looking
and mid tier or something. Yeah.
Something about spider characters or Spidey characters they always have to have like some sort of evil version of themselves as like a villain.
That's
I don't
true.
understand it. Like, Batman went like 80 years now without really having evil. I mean, there has been one in the past, but as a main bad guy, there's never been like an evil Batman character.
Well, yeah, until
Hey, James.
until we got the metal books where it's like, all right,
Yeah.
they're all
Deep
evil
trash
versions,
heavy
and we'll mix
of
them with
Batman,
every
yeah.
other hero too.
2 clones died. Or was that dead already? Yes.
Yeah.
2 clones dead already. This is a waste of paper. Yes. Okay, I understand that, but that's a trope that Marvel loves to go to, as the boys were saying here. Which I'd agree. Not one.
Well, you had to kill the other 2 so you get the one that you want to last.
Which one is it? Mind Slide
Brother.
or whatever? Which one's the one that's still alive? It's not the
Shift.
fat one. It's Shift. It is the
the lumpy one.
the lumpsters.
Yeah, the one that's kind of melty looking.
Wait. Huh?
One in the back.
The one in the background on the right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why'd you say melty? Because he's just all disproportionate and
Yeah. Okay.
Like melted
I
ice
don't know.
cream.
I don't know if it's trash. I mean, we know that Marvel likes to use this crap a lot.
I'm between D and trash, honestly.
I don't think that's a bad.
I mean, I
spot
can
for
see it coming up at some point, like if he, like in Across the Spider-Verse, or like in a video game,
Yeah,
or even in a
There's too
live
much
action movie. But yeah, I don't think anybody wants to see it.
yeah.
Do we want
I'm
another
not
Clone
trashing it,
Saga?
but
Like,
yeah, I'm probably about a D
Have a
right
good night,
now.
Darth Lopez. Good to see you. I think D's okay.
I think I'm a D. It's got C potential if we see more out
Also
of
has
the
trash potential too.
the thing, but
You know?
well, yeah, it is trash potential too. It's
Mhm.
again, it depends on what stories we actually get out of
All
this
right.
clone.
Go
character.
ahead, drop it in the D section. Let's call it a D and let's call it a day.
Yep, fine by me.
All right.
No points for Miles.
Now we'll try to go to the back end of ooh. Do we want to do this? This is what I hate. I hate these books. So we'll see what everybody else wants to do
All
with
right,
it.
let's see what you got.
A versus X. This is Sam's second appearance. I hate second appearances. I almost hate it as just almost as bad as name drops. I think they're insignificant.
I prefer first solo titles to second appearances.
Yeah,
I'd agree.
Honestly,
I'd agree. I'd agree. I was going to put him meeting up with Richard Rider here, but I didn't have time to change it around. So we left the second appearance in there. I know some people care about second appearances. I would not be one of those people that care about second
here's the thing. I think the second appearance only starts to really catch on when the first appearance becomes so unattainable for a lot of people. And I don't think
I also hated
for Sam Alexander, that ain't there yet.
no.
So I say, I mean, you can't put that any higher than a D
Fun
or
book.
maybe trash.
This is a garbage series. Garbage, I say. Garbage. But no, he put a B. You can't put in the trash. He gave it a B.
I mean,
He's dragging up. Even all these Ds, he's dragging up.
Yeah. I mean, let's look at like Deadpool. Was it X-Force 2?
Yeah.
That book has gone. I mean, granted, there's a lot of copies out there, but that book's
Well,
gone
it's like
nowhere.
$10 though. $10, I think.
You can still find them at dollar bins.
I know you can, but I think people will buy them for $10, which is stupid.
That's what
but
I mean. To me, that's what second appearances are for the most part. Is that like they may climb from a $1 book to a $10 book, but it's never gonna get high enough.
Deadly Venoms. I think all of us except for Zaggy is with you, but Zaggy voted, and I don't know why. I think he just
so you
does
moved it
this.
to trash to D.
I think Zaggy just wants me to have an aneurysm one of these things. Moon Knight's a good example. Yeah, Moon Knight is a good Joe. The old Moon Knight is an exception to the rule, though.
Yeah, but that's getting to the point where his first appearance is unattainable for a lot of people. I mean,
His first
I don't know what
appearance isn't
32
really
is in a 9.8, but it's got to be a crap ton of money by now.
Yeah, now it is. But like 6 years ago, or 5 years ago, it wasn't.
All right. Now, I know I'm going a couple of weeks ahead of time, but think about this. Are we really going to be ranking Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur issue 2? No.
Is it in the list?
Probably not.
Oh.
No, but you know what? One book that I always find that's interesting that never hit with that is like the dinosaur is like a big part of that. And Moon Boy Devil Dinosaur 1 is never really, I don't know. Maybe it has now. I don't know. I
think it's starting to go up lately. You mean the old Kirby one?
Yes. Yep. Yes, because you know I got tons of Kirby. All right. What are we doing? Did we have a Miles? Did I put Miles the second in here? I don't
So
think I
we
did.
were good leaving A versus X and D.
D, yeah.
Again,
I
guess.
was fine with. I was ready for trash, but all right, D's fine.
I mean, I think it's. I hated the.
I mean,
This
it is kind of
chat gets-
cool. You do get like a little story of
We're
him.
not trolls. We're all friends here.
that might be
James.
first in line for my bump down.
We know how to talk to each other like like we're hanging out. I do appreciate the chat because they don't take offense to a lot of stuff we say here.
Yeah.
All right. We're going to go back down to Miles then. Is that what we're doing?
Yeah, you got to go back to Miles.
You gotta rotate.
Go back 1 to
I'm
1.
trying to look at my list of Miles books because I can't see anything.
Just randomly grab something.
Okay, randomly grab something. Here we go.
Oh, the other variants.
I like that.
Yeah. Oh, I hit
I mean,
the
I-
variant though.
So one thing
You like this?
I
why
like
do you
the
like this?
Tedesco, right? I like this cover.
I love that cover.
Because of the cover. You like it because it's Desco. That's the only
Well,
importance of
it's a variant. That's the. I mean, otherwise, I'd just buy the A copy if I like just the guts of the book.
Well, I think this isn't this also the first evil Miles in it too?
Is it?
In that storyline, you get the 616 version of Miles who ends up being like a
ends
bad
up turning
guy.
into Ultram or whatever. It ends up turning into all the. It's White Miles, isn't it?
No, he's just like an older character. He's older.
Does he turn into the Utrom or whatever his name is? The robot, the giant man thingy.
Well,
Am I just exhausted and I can't? My brain's not working. Did I just brain fart?
I don't know.
Can somebody help me out with that?
Oh, there was
please?
Ultron.
Not Ultron. Alta. The French guy. Wait, what?
What French guy?
French guy.
Batrock, the Leaper?
No.
Pepe Le Pew.
That's what I was thinking too. It's bad that I can only think of like two French people.
It doesn't matter.
Two French
The
characters.
point
It doesn't
is-
matter. Well, if you guys like it, cool. I think, the evil version of yourself is something they like to use
This
a
is
lot.
2 is not their first meetup, right? It's Spider-Man.
No,
Yes,
1.
Spider-Man,
not their first
The
meeting.
first volume, Spider-Man.
Spider-Man Volume
Yes.
1, not Spider-Man 2. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, this guy. This is what I'm talking about. James knows.
Ultimatum. Okay.
Ultimatum, which is like a giant man, right?
Well, you were listing beauty products. You were like Ulta.
Alta. all I knew was Alta something. Alta something.
Ultra Beauty.
I did. I told you I was having a brain fart. Like I was in the middle of it. I
Corporate
just don't think that's a good
makeup
character.
product.
I don't think it was.
I know. Well, I just love the cover. It is expensive though.
Wasn't-
It is.
Was it James? Am I incorrect on this with Ultimatum?
$600
$600.
for this.
Oh shit!
for this. There was also a best offer on $1,000, so I don't know what that ended up accepting, but
That
there
at
were a couple
98,
around
I think.
$600 for 90.
You know my
90.
opinion of variants.
I mean,
They go up, and then they go. Except for
that's it.
As
but I mean,
There are
hard
no
to
raw
find.
copy sales. for
Hard
me
to find variants that have good covers for a character. When the character really pops, they'll stay fairly high, even if it's not a first or a super important appearance.
how's that Spider-Man?
Like it?
What was
Well,
it?
I think Spider-Man is that the Pacelli. That's the variant for that.
No, the one with Captain America or Miss Marvel in it.
Which one?
The Spider-Man with Miss Marvel, where he's on Miss Marvel's back.
Spider-Man with Miss Marvel.
The Amazing Spider-Man that has Carol Danvers on it, and he's holding onto her back, and that book was going up. And then,
Oh, well, that's because that was a first for a costume change. 'Cause
Oh,
she became
wait.
Captain
There's
Marvel.
also-
Is Avenging 9, right?
Yeah,
so
Avenging Nine.
Spider-Man 9. Well, that's the reason why it went up. Oh, it's the first
Yeah, but
as
it came
Captain
down.
Marvel.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that wasn't a
Man.
variant either, was it? Wasn't
I
that
think
the
it is.
No.
Yeah, didn't it? No.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, okay. All right. Psylocke's different because she's hot. Bottom line.
True.
I mean, I'd say at least a C.
Yeah.
B.
I can
B's
see
good.
C.
I'm good with B too.
Pete just likes it too much in B.
I do.
Somebody-
I like it, even
It's
though I
one
don't
color.
have it yet. I should. It's garbage. Everybody sell their copies and
Yeah.
All
blow
right,
them out.
Sell them
Chad,
to me
somebody,
for
Chad,
cheap.
somebody
Exactly.
stop saying that Psylocke's hot and stop saying all the other stuff. What are we voting on this one? Are we putting it in B or C? Give us a test, chat. Tell us now. C. Deadly says C. Gelato. There you go. All right, leave it and see if somebody else. If we get 2 more Bs, we'll move it up. We got to move it along a little bit.
Yes, we do.
doggies. All
Sam
right.
Alexander. Give me one.
I'm going to give you a Sam Alexander. Just let me erase that one, and I'm randomly going to give you a. Well, where's the other variant for Sam, so we can keep it 50-50.
Oh, look for one that has a slide 4.
Slide 4 it is. Here we go. Oh.
We didn't do the regular part of it, but here's the variant for it.
TCC, leftover gift C. So we didn't do the regular yet, but we did the variant for number 1. And isn't that a 1 in 75? I mentioned this book either. The 1 in 100 was in 75? The black and white?
Let me check the ratios on them.
By the way, B. Smith ended up finding him in Sleepy. Ended up finding, I think, 5 a piece of these in a dollar bin when we were down in Dayton.
Nice.
Remember that? They were going through. We were killing it then. It was ridiculous. Which is nice. Nice for them.
One of these is 1 in 150. I don't know which one is which.
Either way, they were killing the sketch then.
Sketch would be the higher one, I would think.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yes, the color version is a 1 in 100.
Yeah, 1 in 100.
And then the black and white is 1 in 150.
What else came out in ones there? Was it the American Shot? No, it wasn't.
2013. This is April of 2013.
I just think there was 3 other books. The Avengers A vs. X came out in a black and white sketch. So I had gotten a couple of those because I was drinking my usual drink.
They had the weird half fade cover too, didn't it? A versus X.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Oh yeah. That's right. They did have those fade covers.
All right. So I mean, you can still find these if you're lucky. It is his first. You said you liked first
solo.
First solo.
And there's a lot of first appearances in the solo, by the way. One, his dad, who's also a Nova, Jesse. There's also his entire family, his sister, who at one point puts on the helmet too. There's the chick that likes him, but for some reason he keeps screwing that up, which is that teenage angst thing that they like because that's what they're playing on.
Yeah, and people
the
love teenage.
bully is in this one, which they love that, the high school bully. The principal, who's kind of hit or misses. And you get the cat Nova in this, the one with the handgun that ends up shooting people. He looks like he could belong to Thundercats, but with space. What was that guy's name? Anybody offhand? Does anybody remember that guy's name?
Offhand.
Titus. That's his name.
Titus?
Titus. Yeah, it's Titus. Titus the cat. He's like a cat. He's like a Siberian tiger / member of the Nova Corps who turns on the Nova Corps and tries to kill Sam.
I was going to guess Panthro.
It could have been.
It sounds a lot like that character in Invincible.
Either way, a bunch of his story comes out in one. Like they drop a lot of shit in one. So I would have to say maybe
he didn't have his own title. He was just kind of floating around.
Leftover as B, and I'm not.
Yeah. I mean, B makes sense because I have a hard time putting it on the same tier as the variant of his first appearance.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
But Deadly Venoms just said he saw it for $4.
Go buy it.
The variant? Yeah, in fact, $4. Yeah.
Yeah, and I told you I saw a couple guys grab a couple of these for the colored version, the half, and the other one for $1 a piece. So,
on the eBays, the black and white version, the 1 in 150, one sold at best offer out of the UK for $132, so less than $132. So they accepted a best offer, and then the color version sold, and that's raw. Where the hell was it? I know I saw it in here. It was like
so it's under
ratio.
ratio.
So it's below ratio.
Yeah, it's below ratio.
$69.99 for the 1 in 100.
Below ratio A.
I mean, does that?
A.
You think A? Just because it's a good buy, right?
Yeah, it's a hugely good buy. It did tons of stuff in there, and it's got not just the guts are good. The guts are good, and it's a great buy.
I won't argue with that.
And I think people like it better than they like the 1 point. Apparently, people don't like that fucking 1 point.
Well, I have to think there's less of them out there too.
Yeah,
I know they're cheap, but I mean, then the 0.1 had to have a higher print run. I would think.
It was an expensive book at the time, but sure.
Yeah, but I mean, Nova. How many people thought Nova was going to be a big deal back then? And, I don't know.
That was when they were complaining about the all new, all now. All right.
All different.
Zaggy, you got a problem if we put that in A? I don't think so at the price point. I don't think that's a problem with A. We should have that in A, maybe.
Yeah, under ratio.
I love under ratio books, especially half under ratio. That's just a brilliant thing to do. All right, so we'll do, since we talked about that book, we'll just do the opposite of it. We'll do number 1. There's also a second print of this, but we're just talking about the regular number 1 cover.
I think there also might be a newsstand as well.
Probably is.
People like newsstands.
I mean, it's a B book, maybe. You know, see, it's got potential. Not that expensive. Well, no, I can't say that. Now let's see what the price of this is, because this is over a $20 book.
No, I don't believe this is $20.
It might be
number 1. Let's see, 2013.
I don't know anything anymore. I feel like everything's a $10 to $20 book. But.
That's what I'm saying. Like everything's a $10 to $20 book. There's no more dollar bin books either. It's $3.
$17.99. Free shipping, December 11th.
Okay, that's under $20. So I put it
$19.99, December 10th. Free shipping.
Then I'll put it down. Or I mean B then, not A. B.
B makes more sense.
B. But now I'm almost putting it to C. It almost hit $20.
Yeah.
Very tricky.
Best offer on $33 for that second print of it.
I wonder, the one I always wanted about this, and I should have bought it when it was super cheap out there, was the comic. There's a Comics Pro.
Because it gave too many people the runs.
There is a Comics Pro.
I bet that's the most
like
expensive
black
one.
And white kind of version of this.
Yeah, it's like they kind of did like a fade cover, I think. But maybe trade dresses in color or something.
The one that I like that I haven't seen around here is the Forbidden Planet one. It's got the Granoff cover.
Yeah.
I like that one, except I don't like the extra logos that they have on it for like.
Didn't this one have a whole bunch of?
Store.
Was it this one that had a whole bunch of variants? Wasn't it? Or is it the next one?
This one had a couple.
There's
a blank.
They had another series like
there's the blank, the half, the Scotty. It was this one. There's a Scotty.
Yeah, there's a Scotty Young. There's a blank. There's a newsstand. There's also a 1 in 50, a Marcos Martin, which is kind of cool with him kind of zipping across the sky.
There's a bunch in this one. There was a bunch. B. Zaggy, bro, like I like the dollar ones, the little minis there too. I love Arby's sauce, but bro, Oh, by the way, if you ever watch a good video, look at them. Watch Dem Arby Boys. Dem Arby Boys. You've never seen the Dem Arby Boys video before?
No.
No. We'll watch it after. We won't. We can't watch it live
here,
but we'll watch it afterwards. It's amazing. All right.
I remember there's an old Simpsons joke from like the Lord of the Flies episode where they're stuck around the campfire, and one of the kids says, "I'm so hungry I could eat at Arby's," and all the other kids like, "Oh my god."
I don't know, man. We that used to be our hot lunch was Arby's, the Arby's sandwich.
What I want to know why they got rid of? Why did they get rid of the big hat?
Beef and cheddar.
Yeah.
The big hat, neon.
Yeah, I know. I don't know why they got that. No, not beef and cheddar. It was just roast beef. It wasn't no beef and cheddar, bro. They give you that soggy bun with the soggy onion bun with the dry roast beef, and then you just put like 10 gallons of Arby's, the orange sauce on it, and then just as a kid, you eat dirt as a kid. So what's Arby's to you, man? That's good.
We used to have a chain. We used to have a chain here called Rax. And they had roast beef sandwiches, and that was much better.
I want a roast beef sandwich now.
No, I want Arby's roast beef sandwich. You guys stop.
No, I don't want an Arby's roast beef sandwich. I want like
they had the mini ones though. That's what you gotta get, Zaggy. The older you get, you just get the mini ones now. Drink the sauce still. Okay.
So A tier for Arby's. No.
All right. We'll rank. That's what we should do for the holidays.
Food sandwiches next time.
That's what we should do for the holidays.
Do a fast food ranking.
All right, so we put them in B. We have a B-C combination on that, but we got into Arby's kick, and I don't even know. So, so since we're doing like, I guess this
Miles, yeah, might as well.
We're gonna do Miles.
I hate the price.
Yeah,
what's the price on this?
It got a little expensive.
Did it?
I think it's like $1,000 in a 9.8.
I'm sorry, no. Hey, say what?
I'm pretty sure. Look it up and see, but. It's up there.
Yeah, let me take a look.
Maybe I'm crazy.
Oh, yeah, you right on point. December 14th, $1,000 for a 9.8.
So this hits your double. So could you explain to us which one does this hit? Does this hit that you hate second appearances, or does this hit that you like first solo book?
I mean, like I said, I like the book. I'd hate the price.
Yeah.
I mean, for a first solo title, $1,000 on a relatively new 10-year-old character. No, man, I don't know.
$732
Like
for
the
a
cover,
CBCS 98.
I don't know if it's on your tiers. The variant's an awesome cover, and I would almost pay $1,000 for the.
We
variant.
didn't
No,
because
we
we only
didn't.
do
I
two.
was
We only do
going
two variants because then like the variants will get out of hand. You know what I mean? It'll be one white.
I think it's Fiona.
left-sided.
The Fiona Staples variant for this is awesome.
Don't. Yeah, she's so beautiful.
Yeah.
But
well, there was the Bocelli on this one, right?
yeah, but the
I think there
Staples
was a 1
is
in
the book.
25, and there's a 1 in 50, and yeah.
And then there's the
Yeah.
black and white version that's apparently like some ghost that they only have like 10 copies.
Yeah.
All right,
Some
but
such
you can't.
nonsense.
We'd have to find a ghost on the other side. We
I
tried.
know, that's what I'm just saying.
We try to make it.
I mean,
we try-
for what it is and just the A cover, I can't put it any higher than a B. I can't. It's too
I don't know. The
expensive.
chat might put it in C because they're going, "What are we doing here?"
C would be fine with.
Yeah, it's $1,000 98.
$1,000 98. Like, oof.
And like I said, there was a $732 at auction CBCS 98, but then there was a $915
What's CBCS?
52 bids
That's
CGC.
CBCS. That's why when all those clowns were telling you send your books to CBCS, what did I say? Do not do that. You will lose money. And
I
There
mean,
you
not lose, but yeah, lose
you're
out.
not
on money.
getting. Not getting.
You're gonna hit the tax, the CBCS
Yeah.
tax.
$761 back in November, but that's before I think the most recent
C.
trailer.
There's Zag
gotta
C in it.
I gotta agree with chat.
Yeah,
C.
Zag C in it. I think same
At
thing with
this
Venom.
price,
We killed Venom with that price. I think he had a heart attack. I think he literally had a heart attack with that price.
And that's
Yeah.
what
So,
I didn't say
sorry.
I'm paying it. I said that's what it's going for.
I know. I think I literally think it's either that or he ate some Arby's. I don't know which one.
where are we putting this?
It's got D.
C. Joe's got C2. C. Everybody's seeing it. I think it's C.
Yeah,
think C's solid.
I'm with JJ though. I like the book, but yeah, the price on this.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
This is the case where the second appearance.
I think the variant
It's
would have
brought up
gone.
because the
I
first
think the
print-
variant would have gone bonkers with that. Maybe next time we'll let JJ
Well, you know what's
pick out two variants.
You know what's crazy? This like you have to debate in your head whether you want this book for $1,000 or the second print of his first appearance. I'd almost rather have the Pacelli second print for $1,000 than I had before that.
Yeah. I mean, think about this though. Like all week long, I make these arguments in my head to try because this list changes a little bit throughout the week. I mean, Pete, by then, like Monday, he's yelling at me like, "Get the list!"
Give me the list.
Where's the
And like Tuesday, I'm like, because like I have to have these arguments where I try to even it out and like not over argue it. So this is a completely different argument I give you here than I do to try to make the arguments even. But like the variant part is always when I'm like, Pete, I just can't find a second one to match up about this variant, and we get it down there. Okay, so they all gave that C. JJ Preach brother, they're getting a Preach on brother. You're getting it, man.
Yeah, I mean,
Hey, by the way, the Four Deadly, welcome, Venoms. We really appreciate you in here. He's joined part of our chat family, so I really do appreciate it with Obi and Joe and everybody else. And where's Sticks? Where's Sticks go find an auction all of a sudden? Where'd he go?
Yeah,
All right.
he went to go watch Ben C's Star Wars auction, probably.
oh yeah.
Okay. Well,
I'm
don't
never gonna get
mention
one
it
of
in
those
the middle of our
variants.
show while
Okay.
we're halfway through.
Yeah, it's
I
fine.
really see it everywhere. All right. So now we're back to Nova.
Yes.
Man.
Yeah,
I'm
we'll
gonna
be
have
back
to try to
Nova.
sell this book. So eventually, if you've seen this, sometimes we get away from variants at first appearances, and we end up getting into the Rogues Gallery, which some of the Nova's Rogues I think are a little bit better than I would say Miles, but this not much. Okay, so this
Not
right
by-
here,
Not by much.
not by much. No, I'd agree with that. I mean, I enjoyed some of the stuff. Like Titus was good, but they only had him in 4 issues. You know what I mean? And then you've got
Warbringer?
yeah, Warbringer, which is like, if you remember the comics books version of Ronan the Accuser, not the shit they put on the movies, but where he was kind of more of a badass and he was like a warlord and like that type
Not
of
the
thing.
guy yelling at somebody dancing in front of him?
No, yeah, not the dance off guy, not that.
Did the Warlord version understand sarcasm? Or did he also not
He was very sarcastic. He's also like a little bit psychotic. This book also has in it Bader. There's some other little things it has in it, but that's not who this is. This isn't Warbringer. This is 12. This is Captain Sea Crew. The book that 12. Yeah. No,
Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry. I thought this was Warbringer. All right.
I was looking at him
Captain
going like, oh,
Scars.
you can't see my face. I keep looking at the thing going like, yeah. Yes, but what this book does have into it, it does have Captain Scar, which was like some bootleg
Space Pirate.
Yeah.
bad version of Space Pirate. But it does have a scroll named the Tinkerer in it, which random scrolls that show up is kind of hot at this point. You know what I mean? You know, and then it has like Beta Ray. This is a Beta Ray Bill-based storyline with Nova, where he teams up with them, and he gets these two characters where it's Genie and Gert, whatever. It's somebody who's on an iPad and a chick that's like kind of creepy in the corner, right?
Once you start getting in the weeds with some of these characters, I can't correct you when you get their names wrong.
Yeah, it's Gron is the guy that's on the iPad. It looks like Blinks.
The more you get into these characters that are in this book, the further it falls down the tier list.
Yeah. I'm just saying it. So, like, Beta Ray Bill actually has a space crew, and it's Beta Ray Bill's space crew, and that's who shows up in this. And then there's some bad guys, but really the scroll would be the reason to keep it out of trash. It's a D book. I can't sell this book better than D, bro.
Yeah, no, like, Space Pirate. Yeah, that's fine by me.
I just know that when scrolls start showing up, people are going to just start getting this out of the dollar bin. We're going to hear it on a top 10 list because it's going to go from $1 to $10. We're going to see it on all the whatnot
how many more scrolls could you go to before you get to this one, though? I mean,
honestly, they'll go through, bro. How long have you been around this? They'll go through them all. They need content. True. You know what I mean? Not one person in particular. We're not singling out anybody. We're just saying the community as a whole. This is going to hit an app's going to bing about this. Scroll. There's a scroll in this book in his name. Anyone they can find, they're going to do.
Do it with Star Wars. Do it with Darth.
That's true.
That is true. For years, I was telling you can fight it all you want. For years, I was trying to tell people, and people who are in charge of lists, and I talk about it, and they're like, "Yeah, but people want to know this," and I'm like, "If they want to know it, but the Darths don't matter." So, yeah, I mean that's it. I don't think we could push. If anybody in chat can give us a legitimate reason, yeah, D, thank you very much. Yeah. We'll talk about the spoilers in a second, Zaggy. Because we're almost through this. Okay, D. We got one vote for D. So I don't have to, he's talking about Hawkeye. Don't look at his spoilers if you don't want to. But I don't know if that's really that big of a spoiler because I think
no, didn't expect it. So that's why it's like I said, I haven't watched the episode yet. I'm gonna watch it after we're done. But I already know that I already know. So
all right, you guys can deal with this.
I gave you the second print cover so you can see her on the cover too.
Cool story. When you asked, time out. When you just asked, well, who's going to be mentioned scrolls? All right, this book's up here.
Baby Spec.
Hey, please tell me what the price of this book is going, Pete, for.
Oh, which one is this? 13. All
13.
Right, oh boy, you probably don't want to know. I don't think it's actually that much.
$20.
$20. Not bad.
Yeah, it's probably gonna be a $20 book, but.
Curious to see if the second print goes for more, seeing as she's actually on the cover.
And those are a little tough to find. Oops, I typed SpiderMan.
Yeah, that's the thing that holds it back for me. I'm not a big Baby Spec guy.
Oh, a best offer on $35.
Nope.
9.8, 139, 9.8, 126.
Also, too, see what Pete does to try to sway people. We're not supposed to be showing variants for this. This is just for the A cover. And $35.
I just showed the second print, so I didn't have to go look for the interior panel that showed the baby. That was the cover.
I think the second print cover is an interior panel, if I remember.
Exactly. So that's why I did it. Yeah. It was easier to find that than it was. All right,
the most old when it hits.
$12.50 at auction for the first print.
I've never liked Baby Spec.
Oh, we got a trash vote. Oh, and Eric's here, my partner. What's up, Eric? D and a trash.
15. The second print sold for $14.50 at auction in September. That's how far back we're going with some of these.
D. I gotta say, you probably got it in the same tier as a random scroll appearance.
Wait, that's the lowest.
I wouldn't disagree with that. I'm okay with that. I think the panel's okay with that. I mean, Venom wants it in trash, but
$30 for the second print.
I mean,
$27.95.
Oh, we got two trashes. It's D-Rash.
I'm comfortable with that too.
December 14th on both of those.
D-Rash. So now, hey, we started off with D, and it looks like Baby Spec might be hitting the trash. Well, because of the price. The scroll spec is a 50-cent book. The D-Rash Baby Spec for the A cover is
everybody gonna go buy. Was it Spider Zero?
It's not like Baby Spec that we already have an established character, and now you're going back and you're finding their baby appearance. This character is currently a baby. like we don't even know if she becomes an adult at any point in any storyline yet.
I got to go with him. He's complimented us on a lot of stuff. Oh, Zag, get out. B, you put a B. Shame on us. You said B for a baby, bro. No, sir. Good day. No shot. No.
So where am I putting this in trash or am I putting this in D?
I think we're trashing it. We've got 2 trash votes. We've gotten I'm late.
I'm in between.
I'll
go either way.
I'm in between the 2.
Yeah, I mean, if she ends up being something, it will be an expensive thing, just because of her relation to Miles.
It's $30 for a baby character.
It's $30. That's what I'm saying. For right now, I'm not paying $30 for this.
That's like saying people buy giant size X-Men for Cyclops' sister.
Well, no, this is like everybody going out and buying, what is it, X-Men 201? And we want Nathan. We want little Nathan Richards. Or not Nathan Richards. Nathan Summers. We want Baby Cable. Nobody wants Baby Cable.
No.
Everybody wants New Mutants 87.
Must have been a slow day in news that day. All right. Okay. Zaggy might just ban us from chat from now on, but it is what it is. Sorry, bud. Mm-hmm. All right, let's go with some more hot trashness. I didn't say that, did I? What's this? Oh, good Lord.
There's not a lot of good left.
Oh, good Lord. We could have given this book to anybody. We could, I mean...
Do we need to go into detail?
So this is the first appearance of Dark Matter, right?
There you go. That's what it was. Dark Matter.
Dark Matter, yeah.
I couldn't remember.
No. Here we go.
Not a good sign.
Even
This actually, as much as I'm going to make fun of this book actually is something that might have something in it because it forms a pretty interesting team and can show up. I mean, whatever. There's a group called MAGA she's from Hydra. She decides to form a school squad to compete with the Shield Squad. So this would 100% be animated, lead into animation. And they come up with a bunch of enemy characters to go head for head. So as we said, Dark Matter, that would be Nova's character. There's also a character in there named Overcharge who would be Power Man's opposite character in high school.
I got you. Evil versions of
Black Rabbit, White Tiger, Iron Fist, and Skull Punch. I like the name Skull Punch, so I hope it shows up as a character. With that being said, I don't know if we can go past D on this.
I can't go past trash.
Really? All right.
Of all the Marvel animated stuff you can do, that's way far down the line to pull.
It's very Shark. Hey, look. Yes, it's very Shark Boy Lava Girl. Yes. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. All right. I don't think it's trash. I think it's D, but we
just put his sister into trash.
Yeah, but the sister thinks a baby that what's going to happen with that? This is actually something that they actually are showing this to be a animated series, where they have the characters in the animated series.
But are they in an animated series?
Well, we've got
are you even playing
trash. We've got a D, and we've got a D to trash.
Yeah, trash it. Yeah, put it trash. It's fine. Yeah, trash. Well, yeah, I think D. No, I had it D. I had it D too. But just because I gave a good speech about it, just because I pitched the book, this is the pitch for the reason why the book's on the list.
I think your speech actually moved Eric to the trash.
It's just a pitch on the book. It has nothing to do with where I think it is. Just why they made the list instead of another book is all.
Don Draper couldn't pitch this book past a D. So,
well, hey, listen, I had hope. When it shows up, when this becomes an animated show, you just remember what I said. It doesn't mean it's still not a deep book.
Hey, it does have Red X potential. All of a sudden, people will start buying some random ass book.
Did we even figure out who Red X was?
I guarantee.
Does anybody care anymore?
No, I don't think anybody does.
I guarantee when they bring up when White Tiger shows up in another cartoon and somebody mentions Nova, that book's gonna blow the shit up. All right, here we go.
You mean mentions Dark Matter?
Yeah,
no, nobody's mentioning Dark Matter.
Well, that's why he's in the trash then.
Yeah, but it also has the other team up. It's actually kind of like a team up book thing. Whatever.
It's supposed to be about Nova.
Nova's reason is it's an arch enemy of Nova when he's in high school.
I mean, it's like Justice League Beyond. like the thing where everyone's like, "Oh, that would be a really cool anime series," and they never made it. It was just guest appearances on Batman.
No. The only reason I think they'll do it is because as much as I've been critical about the animation over there, and that Marvel has all these cool characters that they could really attract a youth group to.
They could.
I just watched Spidey something, the newest Spidey animated thing. It's PJ Masks. The shit's PJ Masks. Mask? Am I saying that
PJ
right?
Masks.
PJ Masks. But PJ Masks. The shit's PJ Masks. But Marvel, it's getting these kids of that age group hooked on it, so they're going to need another stepping stone.
They did. They had Superhero Squad for a while.
Superhero Squad. Did you watch Superhero Squad?
Yeah, MODOK was kind
That's
of
where
funny.
the funny MODOK came off of, which would be that was not for kids. No. Dude would say some weird stuff. The Enchantress had her titties hanging out. No, that's not for that age group of kids.
I think there's a lot of poop jokes out of Hulk.
You let your kid play Warzone, don't you? When he was 4.
No, I kept him away from video games intentionally, but now he's suffering.
My point being is like they legitimately just stole PJ Masks from Hasbro or Mattel, and they're like, we're gonna put out the same shit. Smart move, Disney. Smart move, because you're gonna sucker these kids in now.
Hey, what's going on, Ruben?
What's going on, Ruben? Ruben's back. All right.
You need a Miles book.
Trash. We can put it in trash. No. Yeah. Hey, mark it down though. Mark it down now, because they're gonna do it as a thing. I mean, just because how their plan looks. That doesn't mean it's not still a D book. It's still a D book, not a trash baby. But all right, Miles book is what we.
It's like what I say when I pick my ball up on the golf course.
You know what? I'm gonna do the Superhero Squad variants next week, just for shits and giggles. Now,
I love Superhero Squads, by the way. Absolutely love.
I think there were all those 1 in 15 variants for a while. That they did all the Superhero Squad variants. I'm gonna do those.
I pick those up too. But I love Superhero the show. I love the. Well, you know that's the first time that Black Silver Surfer showed up, right? The one that they have now, Silver Surfer. It actually is in Superhero Squad.
Huh.
It actually shows up in Superhero Squad. Whatever, man. I'm not trying to be a true firster, so
don't worry about that. Let's talk about this. What's his name? Quantum Leap.
Yep, Quantum Leap.
Ziggy?
Who?
I don't remember his name.
No, the guy we're talking about here is
Quantum Leap, and I said, what about Ziggy?
Because I would know.
Computer, they look like a Rubik's Cube?
It is Quantum, not Quantum Leap.
Okay, just regular
Quantum.
Well, as you were saying earlier, Miles doesn't have a very deep rogues gallery that's his own.
So, okay, this is the one thing about Quantum, though. If they do, we think, okay.
You need to cast Scott Bakula. Yes.
This is the thing about Quantum and why we have Quantum in here. And it's
a sorely missed Dean Stockwell.
They
Rest in peace. Sorry.
Quantum was originally used by the doctor, the assessor, to pull out the DNA so he could try to then make the clones of Miles. No, it can't go above D. I mean, how else do you want me to sell that? Like, that's Miles 7D. Very good. See? Yeah, can't go above
Eric's right on board. You had it before you even said it out your mouth.
Who put it earlier? D-Rash? I'm in D-Rash. D to trash. I'm good with either.
Yeah, I mean, the only...
I mean, like you said, who else are you going to pull out of his rogues gallery of villains?
So I think you could...
And that's why I'll give him a D before I go trash.
See, I will trash him because the next guy that I'm going to pull out, I think you can pull out.
My question is, though, I'm not real up on that run. Is that a Tony Stark, what do they call it? Thing in his chest? It looks like...
No. He's a guy that's got powers.
I think it's a hole in his chest, kind of like
IROC
in the Ready Player One movie. See right through him.
I mean, they don't need this character. The key is that you're going to have to get the assessor in there, and then you could do the clone thing. But like, you don't really need Quantum. He's just like the henchman. So you could have any henchman at all.
Yeah, that's true. You think if he ever shows up in something, he'll be like the most forgettable villain ever.
Well, you need those two.
Kind of like Ghost was in what Ant-Man and Wasp.
Cold stuff, D.
Remember when Ghost was in there, and everyone's like, "Oh, buy this book," and it was $1 like 2 weeks.
Trash them. We got two trashes and 2 Ds. Oh wait, 2 trashes, 2 Ds. Pete, what did you have on this?
I was D because he doesn't have a lot of villains to.
We'll go with D.
We can leave it there, and then we'll go up with the next one in a minute, and we'll decide if we want to move them down or up. We can always.
I'm good with it.
All right, back to Sam.
Back to Sam. What was it? That was 7, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, leaving 7. Back to Sam. What type of garbage are we gonna throw up there now? Oh no, this is good. This is an awesome one. All right, here we go. This is the not first time that he's ever been associated with comics, because he did actually write some DC comic stuff. But this is the first appearance of Scott Ian, the dude from Anthrax. Apparently, Cassidy Carnage, huge Anthrax fan.
Yeah,
and this is the first time he shows up in this book. You know, it's not very well known now, but I've heard people collect dumb shit before.
Yeah, people go by First Kiss in comics, so why not
First Kiss comes? So here we go. First, especially considering he's about to have another series come out now. He's about to have another graphic novel come out here now. Yeah, look, it's $1 book to pick up the guy from Anthrax.
Is this really his first? There's never been.
Yeah. No shit. No joke. No joke. Like, this is the dumb shit that I pull when I'm digging through it and I'm mad on day 3 of a con. It is
a good cover. I do like this cover.
And the cover's dope. And when people find out that this is what it is, like, if you want to alert to something, this is something you should give an alert.
The bad thing I don't like about this cover is, like, Sam Alexander looks super, like, CGI.
Yeah, they did.
He looks like Mega
right
Man,
near the end of the run, they did do that.
That's what I
kind of
mean. It looks like
CGI
CGI. Looks like
it's like the Bruce Timm CGI version of Sam Alexander.
But we're not. It's about the cover's cool, but inside too. For when you're digging through bullshit, sometimes like you see something like this and you're like, shit.
Yeah, it's not garbage for that fun reason, but I still don't think I could go above a D.
Oh, I could. I have it at C all day.
Do you think anybody's going to be looking for it for that reason?
I swear to God, because there's guys right now that pull. There's guys right now that pull.
The question is how many people.
Yeah, no, but there's guys that pull that shit right now. Like, this is the early dudes, the guys that, you know what I mean? They're already pulling this shit for that. I swear. See? Whoa!
You know what? I gotta say, it's a more interesting appearance than Quantum. So
yeah.
I gotta put it for $1 book.
Quantum and the scroll character and the clothes and what Averse that book should have been in the trash.
Yeah,
see, look, you can look for it now too. See,
I'm not gonna fight this one.
Sometimes when you're digging and you're bored, this is the dumb shit that gets you through the day, and then all of a sudden it's a $5 book before you turn your head.
Marco probably about 10 at a con. He was nice. Ooh, dollar bin.
When I go through Novas, I pull that book. Yes, I do.
He had to change his shoes first, but he went.
Yes, I do. Shut. Y'all try to outdo me. Spend more time on a floor than me, because there's not many people who do. So, like, until then, stop making fun of how many shoes I change. All right. I'm good with C. All right. All right. What are we going back to, Miles?
You got to go back to Miles.
This damn headset. What are we doing here? Oh, Venom. Oh,
this is that Is it something Marcus?
Yeah. This is the, they got to put anything that has to deal with Spider-Man. They have to have a Venom symbiote. He has to fight one.
So this is Miles' version of the Venom.
Yeah. Yep. This is Miles' Venom. So here you go. Miles' Venom. That's what you get. Miles Venom. Anybody on that one? I mean, I don't think I'm good.
The question is, does he become as synonymous with Miles as Venom did with Peter Parker?
No, because he's only like $5.
Yeah.
But when they do, you never know, right? With Sony, you could tie him in.
You got anything nowadays? I mean, we got.
I'm just trying to give him any
Patrol coming up
that would have any point or reason for it. Any point or reason to even have a. Like, you have to remember, like, is this any better than Dark Matter? No. But is it any worse? No. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah. I'd say it's better than Dark Matter because it is still a Venom. They'll go to a Venom before they go to a one.
Is it better than clones? Okay, well, is it better than clones?
The question is, if you want a symbiote character in a Miles movie, do you use this character?
Probably.
I think you have to.
I think you have
Not
to.
gonna
You don't have
use
much
it.
choice, right?
Right.
So maybe C.
That's
Maybe
why
C.
I would at least be a D,
Good.
if not a C, for that
Maybe
reason.
C.
I don't know.
Is he? Yes, because yes. D, nothing. D, don't know the book either.
I'd be kind of comfortable with D. I'm really kind of in between.
Yeah, it's not like oh yeah,
This is
I have this. But if they went that route with Miles, this is the route they would have to go to differentiate him from Peter
See,
Parker.
that's why I moved up to C. That's why I moved up to C. But
Yeah.
good morning. Hey, what's going on, Mad Cave Comics? Good morning to you too. But it looks like the chat wants D, and we're kind of okay, throw it in D. I'm in C.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. I'm not gonna.
Eric, why he is a true symbiote. Does that make a difference between where you're going to rank him? Eric, let us know. Eric,
Well, is he? Because in the Ultimate Universe, wasn't it like created in a lab?
I guess you're right. It was created in the lab. All right. Now then he's back to D. All right. Fair enough.
Eh.
All
right.
right.
2 more apiece.
Okay. Was that what that was? Yeah, that is what it is. Okay.
I say you double from here. Just give us our last 2 Sams and our last 2 Miles.
Got it. Okay, now we get the better version of this is the Warlord who's part of the what's that group called? It starts with a C. Give me one second.
Chitauri?
Yeah. Yeah, he's the Warlord of the Chitauri. He has got where are we at 29? His name is Warbringer. He's like the comic version of Ronin, not the movie version of Ronin.
Plus you get Sam Alexander has stolen Miss Marvel's powers and can apparently make his hand gigantic.
Well, yeah, he's got the Mega Man features again too. This becomes a pretty big enemy, and also ends up becoming pretty decent in the overall space portion of it.
I could.
I'm not trashing it. That's
Yeah,
what I mean.
I don't want to trash it. This
Given
is
where we
something
put the other villains among this thing, which is mostly D tier, this could go C.
Yeah.
Because if you got a cosmic villain for Sam Alexander, it's probably going to be someone along those lines.
Yeah, and it relates to a character, a series of characters, the Chitauri we've already seen. Like you just build upon that. It's
okay. I can go with C. That's fine.
Yeah, I could see it.
All right. 29D. Oh, come on.
Even though I don't like the
cover.
I'll reiterate.
You don't like the cover,
the CGI cover, yeah.
All right, Nova's last book. This actually is probably if they go into Champions, if they do Champions, or any team up for that matter that has anything to do with Sam in a team up book, this is a villain that's going to show up. This is the villain that will show up. It's very easy to explain Caldra because she's technically the henchman for Proximate Midnight.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask. I was like, who is she? Like,
yeah,
it was that.
If he joins the New Warrior, she has ties to them. She actually look at this book's messed up because that's the mom that she got wrapped up like that. You know what I mean? She got the whole thing on the mouth and like the kid, and then she got the sister in her lap. But she then gets like prisoned up, but then she shows up again against the Avengers. Then she shows up against when he goes on to become part of Champions. So they keep bringing her back. And she's very easy to explain because she's got links to Thanos. Because when you're linked to Proxima Midnight, then you're linked to Thanos, right? So I don't think you're even with that all being said. I mean, we're not going above C on this, right?
What's it going for right now, roughly?
I don't know.
$10 book.
I can look it up. Which one is this? 8?
Yeah, 8. Yeah.
I'd say if it's below $10, you could probably go C.
Yeah. It's got to be below $10, right?
I would think.
I would think too. She is cray. Yes, she's crazy. Yes, she is. You say she's crazy, and then you put her D. They love crazy characters, though.
Darn it.
And female villains.
Yeah, and female villains. And she's got a link to Thanos, and everybody knows Thanos. They're still making Thanos jokes. Hawkeye had the cup. Thanos was right. You know what I mean? So
there's copies available for $7.
All right, see it is.
See what,
We
let
got
me
the
see
book.
what's sold just to take a look, just to be sure. A lot of car parts. I hate looking up Nova in eBay because you always get car parts.
It's Nova
My
Volume
Chevy.
5.
$3.57, November
Woo!
22nd.
Yeah,
Winner.
I'd say C then. C's safe for that
See it
price.
is. All right. All right.
$1.99, October.
It's worth nothing.
Even
Yeah,
lower than
that's
cover.
about it. It's worth nothing.
Yes, that's why it's got
It
some
was worth less
upside.
than cover, but that's why it's not. If you see it for $1 bin or $2 bin, it's really
Yeah.
not a bad buy.
All right, let's get the last 2 miles, and I think one of these books is going to do really well. This book right here, SpiderMan. It's got a lot of good to it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Do I have to pitch this one, or do we all know it, chat? SpiderMan is the first partner
Meet
up
up.
with Peter Parker. What?
Yep. First meet up
Yeah, it's
or
the first
team
meet up,
up
but
or
I think-
whatever you want to
Kind
call
of
it.
like a
Team up.
multiverse thing. Yep.
I think we've already hit it, though. I think that's the problem with this book is that we've seen it now. And Into the Spider-Verse, we've seen that meetup now, so does it matter much anymore?
You're saying it probably doesn't go up much more than it has.
That's what I'm thinking. Like, I don't see a lot of...
But they haven't met up in live action or anything yet. I mean, live action animation.
Yeah, but
are
even when they
different.
do, it'll still be watered down from we already kind of saw it.
In the new movie, we're going to get the awesomeness that was in Andrew Garfield Spider-Man instead of Miles
True.
Morales for some reason.
Too cool for school, Andrew Garfield Spider-Man.
Yeah.
People
And
like this book.
I'm going to rub dirt in your eye, Spider-Man. Tobey Maguire.
But I mean, people do love this book. Chat likes it. It's B. I think it's popular.
I think B is
Sorry,
fair.
I had the wrong mic on, so if you heard me crunching, sorry about that, guys.
Hmm.
Me to do that.
I
B.
think B is
All right,
fair.
everybody put it in B.
I mean, and also too, it's got really good variants. I know we're not ranking it on that, but that I think it's a Pacelli. Is that the one where they're walking away and they have their arm around his back or something?
Yeah. Oh, that
Pacelli,
was
right?
expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Can't rank it on what you have. Zaggy, swear to God, everyone is good about Mark. Well, at least he's honest about it.
Yeah.
All right. And last up, this is a book I'm going to sell, Jan.
The
I don't know if
Assessor.
you're, I don't know if you're going to buy it. I don't know if you're going to buy it.
First Men in Black and Spider-Man. No, I'm just...
No, this is the Assessor. So if we and this is where I'm going to defend this as a C ranking. If Nova
this,
gets
8?
the space people and the crazy girlfriend, then Spider-Man Miles gets this. This is the guy who takes his DNA and ends up forming the clones and a bunch of other stuff.
This is issue 8, right?
What?
Is issue 8?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, issue.
Okay, just double checking. Ooh.
Yeah, issue 8. Cool cover too. But so it's the first Assessor, and that's why I think Quantum should move down to trash. But I think you should definitely put Assessor in C, because I don't think Quantum will play as big of a
Move
role.
to trash or to D? We got it.
No, Quantum's in D. I think
D.
it's trash. I don't think they're ever going to use it. I think it's worthless. I think people link these two together and say if you get one, you get the other, and I disagree on that. I think you can have the crazy Dr. Jekyll, the crazy
Awesome.
Yeah, you could.
You could put
Hydro Doctor, the Red Skullish. You know
Well,
what I
you
mean?
could plug-
This is
That's the thing about
already
a lot of
a
these.
$30 book.
Yeah.
This is what?
This is already a $30 book.
Well, the cover helps too. I think it's a
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
I
cover
like
looks
the
good.
cover, but yeah.
Mm.
But everybody's
It is a
selling
lot.
it as first Assessor.
It has a lot going for it.
And I don't know. Marvel seems to like, at least in the MCU and actually kind of in Sony to a degree, likes like the corporation villain aspect of having like what's the gal that was in the Black Widow movie post credits?
Oh,
Falcon and Winter Soldier, Valtessa, whatever.
DeFontaine. Or...
Yeah, kind of that overarching villain that uses people and henchmen and everything.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you're talking about what's her name? The
Elaine
good
Bennett.
vice president.
Elaine Bennett, yeah.
For vice president.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Veep.
Yeah. So, but like I said, they're saying C or D here, but I think it's C. I just think then you got to move Quantum down to whatever. We can leave Quantum where it is. I think you could
Where
move
you
Quantum
want.
down to D at that point, but because I
trash
think they're going to use this and they're not going to use Quantum, and I think that's where
if this was in C, you don't have to move. Quantum's already in D.
but I think it's like Quantum's no shot. Like to explain the clone, you need Quantum there, and that's why he was in D. But
I know what you're saying, but
I think if
I
you
don't-
go this way, you go directly from him to the clones. You get Quantum, as some people were saying earlier, it's trash, and his name's you can't use his name. So, but whatever. We can leave it there.
Yeah, I don't think we have to bump Quantum down
Cool.
because there's still the chance they still might, just because.
Yeah, that's the only thing I was going to say about that. That was the only argument, was like we didn't have any enemies. And I think this is.
Plus, if they don't use Quantum, then I can't pull out my Quantum Leap references.
Yeah,
in the future.
fair
So
enough.
there's that.
Fair enough. That too.
No, I will agree that this character probably has a better shot than Quantum. They don't need Quantum to get Assessor, but I feel fine with this. With CD,
Okay.
I
It's a
feel
good
fine.
list.
I mean, if they're going to do India Spider-Man, I think they're probably going to do a clones thing eventually, and I think you have to get Assessor there. I mean, I don't think it's a bad. I mean, $30 kind of high for it because it could be a long time off, but whatever. All right, well, that's the list. We didn't get a ton of argument. I think we went mainly with Chad, anyways. A couple disagreements, but a couple disagreements are good as long as they're good disagreements.
It's a conversation for a separate time. But do you think they've avoided the clone thing? Even found a workaround by using the multiverse?
Mm-hmm. But I think when
for
they're using
No Way Home rather than do like a Clone Saga movie.
the Clone Saga, sure, but I think that this Clone Saga plays differently than that Clone Saga. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because you can use the multiverse in this Clone Saga. Pete, like the Doctor could then eventually have different clones in different, you know what I mean?
Well, I'm talking
Time
like
things.
in No Way Home. Like, do you think they avoided
I
using
agree in that,
clones
yes.
and just did multiverse instead?
Yes.
So I'm trying to factor
give me
this out.
Miles first. Give me Miles first. How many do we got?
We got 10, 15,
10 and
18.
10 plus 15? No, you're counting total.
Yeah, I'm counting total. 10 plus
18,
5, 15, plus 3, 18,
18,
plus 2, 4, 6, 22.
22.
Zeros minus 5.
Ooh, this is
It's
not
17.
good.
It'll be close.
7. This is going to be closer than I thought. There's no way. No, because they both got a -5 and he's got one.
Just wait. I've already done it. I'm just double checking my math now in my head.
There's no way.
I'm saying 5
17.
point. What's the over under 5?
5, 10,
That's the same book.
16,
Oh, shit.
2, 4, 6, 22.
No way.
Minus 5 is 17.
Holy shit.
It's a dead heat tie lock.
So, have you guys ever thought of a tiebreaker?
No, we did not.
We didn't even think this was going to be
We
close.
do.
We thought it was going to be a
We
blowout.
didn't think
See
it'd
how-
be
wait,
close.
Seeing
We
how
thought it was going to be a
Miles-
blowout.
No, we
Seeing
didn't
how
win.
Miles-
It's a tie. All the D's cancel each other out.
Seeing how Miles has the sole S tier book. Does that
You
put
know
him
what it
over the
was?
top?
It's because we didn't bump. Well, no, if we'd have bumped Quantum down to trash, it would have been even worse. Miles would have lost. We would have
Yeah.
bumped him down.
Shit. Good thing we didn't pump him.
But no, it's a tie.
Hmm.
You know what it's going to have to be?
Royal Rumble?
It's going to have to be a poll. We'll have to put it out to everybody who didn't watch the show live.
No. Because what they're going to do, because what they're going to do is just go Miles.
Will he
That's
come
true.
up with
That's
a
not
different tiebreaker? You don't like a poll?
We trashed his sister. The problem with it is because the people who watch this makes sense. Like, holy shit, I can't believe this is tied. There's no way this should have been a tie.
No, it shouldn't have, but
But it
is a
does
tie.
when it makes sense when you start going into like where's Miles after.
Yeah, the big problem with both these characters is they have a really weak villain set. So once you get past the appearances for the actual characters themselves, for Sam and for Miles,
And JJ, that's the problem with
There's
all of
nothing to
these
go
like
to.
new wave Marvel characters. Their
There's
villain
nothing to
sets
go
are
to,
all
yeah.
weak.
Yeah.
All
Yeah,
of them,
they're
from the
weak.
Ms. Marvels, Riri, like none of them
Yeah.
have a strong rogues gallery yet.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
weak
yeah,
for
yeah.
everybody.
Yeah. You just said it too. Yeah, right on. Yeah, he said. I mean, yeah. This is what this is built around. Not just so you guys remember books to grab, but like just to show you where it's at with everything. And
So, well, we can just put it to the live chat and let them pick.
this is it. There's two ways we could do it. We can either make sure the tiebreaker from now on is S tier. If the S tier overall is the tiebreaker. But what if we get two in S tier, then it becomes a tie again? We can send them both to the Royal Rumble because you have to get into the Royal Rumble anyways. It's not like it's over. Or we can send it to the chat.
You know what
We
you
could send
do?
them both to the Royal Rumble.
You know what you could do? Have like a play-in game for a Royal Rumble with just one book apiece. Whichever book lands higher on the tier list, that's the guy who makes it to the Royal Rumble.
Well, it'd be the highest book here would be. Oh,
No. I'm
Yeah,
saying when you get to the Royal Rumble, like right before you start the Royal Rumble, you said we got to decide between Miles and Sam, and then you use one book apiece. Not on this list.
Hmm.
Be like a playing game to a playoff.
So you got to find 2 comparable books, bro.
But
He
you
wanted
got
to do
time to
12.
do it. I'm just.
Yeah, well, it's true. We got a couple of weeks to figure that out for the play-in.
All right, guys, what do you think it is? It's either, what do you guys think it is? Do you think that both of them going to the Royal Rumble? Give a thumbs up or press 1 if you think both going to a Royal Rumble is deserved. We'll give everybody a couple minutes. It's 40. We'll give it up to 44. If
What's their
not,
alternative?
I'll tell you afterwards. They're all saying Royal Rumble.
Flip a coin, he says.
I know.
So then we're gonna have this. That means the Royal Rumble will go from 5 to 6, which isn't terrible.
No, it's not terrible. As long as we don't have this happen again, which
yeah,
we
well,
have.
there's that.
Maybe Riri and Moogirl aren't going to be close. We don't know.
Well, you guys are bigger wrestling fans than me. Do they have like a match to go to the Royal Rumble, or is just everybody in it?
Well, I just randomly chose. It's usually a bunch.
Just random.
Yeah, it's usually
whoever
they
they
bring
want.
some out of town jobbers. You know.
Yeah, well, if we did an actual Royal Rumble, the key to the real Royal Rumble is when you enter the Rumble. So if you enter late, you don't have to fight as long.
Do we need like a college football playoff selection committee to screw somebody over in this thing? Is that what we need?
No, I think we can send them both. I think we can send them both.
We could. Well, again, we'll keep an eye on the chat to see what we do with that. But I guess while we wait for that, let's just get the top 5 variants out of the way so we can wrap up for the evening. All right, do I have this? Did it pop up? It did. All right, that's what I was looking for. All right, so while we let you guys decide the fate of Miles and Nova, whether they're going to both go to the Rumble, we have a play-in game, we decide some other way to face them off. Let's just go with the top 5 variants on a budget. Well, we're going to start with Miles, and I'll give you a couple of Sam at the end. So, kicking us off on our list, I'm going to go with this Spider-Man number 10. This is one of those the STEAM variants, the science, technology, engineering, art, and math covers. They had these for like I want to say the younger characters. Like I think there was a Moon Girl one. I think there was a Champions one. They had a couple of these, but this is the Miles version of that. So this little STEAM variant is a 1 in 10 for that Miles number 10. You can still get this thing for look, there's a copy out there, $15. And it sells for about like 13 thereabouts. So still pretty cheap. I don't know. I kind of like them. You can still get the Scotty Young Spider-Man number 1. Now, this actually does sell for a bit, or can sell for a bit more. But you still can find copies. Look, right now, the cheapest copy available is $32, which is a little above the range I normally go for. But one did sell for $21 just on December 11th. So you still can get it for cheaper, which is why
books have gotten more popular lately.
Yeah, they have. They've gotten a resurgence, like some of these Scotty Youngs. And I like this one. I think this is a decent one. It is. So, again, keep an eye out for it if you can get it for cheaper. Then I got a couple of more variants for you. Issue 2 of Spider-Man, where Miles was the star. This is a 1 in 25. I can't remember who the artist is on this one.
I can tell you who it's not by looking at it. Just feet.
Oh, yeah.
But you can get it. There's a copy out there right now for $19 with 12 watchers. So a bunch of people looking at it, but don't want to act at under ratio. But you can see it sold for $16.50 just end of November. So you can still get it for under ratio for right now. Issue 2. Then following up, issue 3. I don't know why I like this one, but I do like this one. And I think I have this one, so maybe it's a homer bias because I have this one. But I don't know, something about this issue 3. Also 1 in 25. This one, copy sold for $28, but it also sold for $24. There are no copies available right now, which is why I only have the 2 sold ones. So couldn't find any copies to buy. And I think our last one, now this one can get pricey too, but if you hunt, you might be able to find it for cheaper. So this is the 1 in 30 for Spider-Man issue 2. While there's a copy out there listed for just under $50. Again, that's outside of what I normally do for on a budget, but you can see a copy sold on December 2nd for $25, which hits that upper limit. So if you are patient, if you look, you might be able to get one of these for cheaper if you find them. And that was at auction. So one bid, $25, December 2nd. So that will be Miles. So we'll go with the bonus, which will shift us over to Sam, just like I did last week. And we can also do the Scotty Young for Nova #1. I dig it. No ratio on this. There's a copy out there, $11. You can see it sells for about $10. So this is only like a $10 book right now. Pretty cool. I kind of like it. A little flying, big old smile. Scotty Young's, they're like JJ said, they're kind of bouncing back right now.
I actually like the colors for this for Scotty Young.
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah.
mean?
Well, it kind of almost looks like he's underwater.
A little. You got a little cheese moon kind of thing going up there.
Scotty Young, man. He did that Venom cover where it's just green background. So, oh, that's cool.
I always like this one. Yeah.
Yeah, this is issue 2. This is a Francavilla. This is a 1 in 25.
That's Jesse, right? On the cover.
I lost my screen for a sec.
That's Jesse and Sam together, right?
I can't see anything.
Yep, it's Jesse and Sam on the cover. 100%. Just. Oh.
I don't know if you guys can hear me as well, but I
we
can't
can hear
see
you.
anything.
Yeah, we can hear it. Can you hear us, Pete?
Yeah, I can hear you guys.
I can
but
see
no,
it on the screen.
I'm serious. Like my whole screen went black.
The cover. The cover's dope. It's got now ours just went. Now it came back.
Yeah.
Just so you know, that's not Ryder. That's Jesse, his dad. So his dad
There
and
it is.
son.
No, I'm like my whole laptop, the screen went black, and then my second, everything was black. I was like, I can't see. I can see my cursor, but nothing else was working.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Oh, let's hope
Not
it
good.
doesn't.
I gotta like defrag this thing or something.
He
Anyway,
runs the
this
clocks
is a 1 in
around here.
25. This one,
Let's go for it.
$25 is a copy up right now. So at ratio, and it can still sell for a little bit more than ratio.
Ooh,
28.
whoa. It's a good book. I wonder if people think that's a Ryder in him instead of being Jesse and him. Well, whatever. It's a cool book. I like it.
Yeah, I don't know. And then the last one for Sam, I got this one. This is issue 3 of I think this is the 2013 one.
Mm-hmm.
I think this is his first run.
Yes.
I think it's a Bagley, maybe. 1 in 50 on this one too. So even though it's a 1 in 50, you can still find this half ratio. $25. There's a copy out there right now, and last sold $20 in November. You can get this for so a 1 in 50 for $20. I kind of dig it.
Yeah, it's not that the 2 has a lot to do with the dad and a flashback story as the Nova, the 4 deadly venom. So that's probably Jesse. All right, I like this too. The color's cool. Yeah, he's asking about the Vila.
Yeah. And there we go. I just gave you 3. So I just gave you 3 for Sam. Gave you 5 for Miles because there was a few more options. But
yeah, there's a few more options out there. And we didn't even use a champion book because how could you use it? Like I try not to.
Yeah, because then we worry about who we're using it. For.
Yeah. All right. I didn't do toys this week, but maybe I'll do some toys. I don't even know if Nova's got. Who knows? We can always do some good toy.
I know there is a Legends.
Yeah.
I think I might have it, but I didn't find it. I found my Miles Legends, but I don't.
No, there's like 8 Miles of Legends. There's another one. I told you about that one, the one in Target that they wouldn't sell me. I found a bunch of the new Miles before it came out, and then time I went back, they didn't have any left on the 5th. Like they said they're going. So where'd they all go then? But it is what it is. Holidays. So
what did the chat decide what we're doing with Rumble? I guess.
Yeah, we're
Most of
gonna
them said
Rumble
send
it.
them
You know
both.
what I just thought about this? He's gonna be the only person so far to get into the Rumble with no S tier book. Which makes a very interesting case on how it's going to turn out.
Yeah.
So let's just put them both in there. Why not?
Yeah.
Why not make it more fun?
Exactly.
And maybe you know what? Maybe you know what? We'll throw in another variant. Maybe we got to wipe a variant. Maybe we'll throw in an extra variant for some of these people or something. We'll figure something out. But
Yeah, we'll do something.
it'll be fun. It'll definitely be fun. So next week too, though, next week we're going to do. What do you guys want? Did you guys want Riri, or did we already decide we're doing Gwen? We're doing Gwen, aren't we?
Gwen and America Chavez, I thought.
Can you imagine if Chavez pulls off the upset? I didn't think it was possible. I literally said,
I didn't think we'd be this close with these two.
I said to Pete, Pete, the best lineup is Chavez versus Sam and Miles versus Gwen, but people are going to be upset if Miles and Gwen don't get into the Rumble.
Well, it was
Thinking
more.
it's
I was thinking if we did
shot.
that, then somebody would have like, and once we got to the Rumble, like the whoever won out of Miles and Gwen would have been the front runner.
I think Gwen's been in so many more crossovers though. There's so many more possible books for Gwen.
Yeah, I'm gonna have such a hard week this week with the Gwen stuff though. Oh, Hawkeye questions. Yeah, we have Hawkeye. Who's caught up on Hawkeye? Anybody?
You guys can talk.
Not me.
about Hawkeye.
I'm the only one who's caught up on Hawkeye.
Either.
I was
Okay.
going to watch it, but then I was like,
I've
I only
been
have time
spoiled on
to
it, but I
grab a
don't know.
shower or watch Hawkeye before the show starts. I'm like, you know what?
Yeah.
I need a shower.
Not
I gotta
caught
wake
on
up.
They have had, because he is a Daredevil villain. That's why, Eric.
So let me ask this, because I've
Mhm.
pretty much already been spoiled on it. Was he actually in it, or was it only a mention of his name? Is this like a Thrawn Ahsoka scenario, or like a?
You know what? I had a question on it too. I know what it's supposed to be, but two things. Did they make the fucking image? They showed an image, but they made the image blurry as shit. And I got the 10K TV. It's like twice as big as me. You know what I mean? Twice as long, twice as tall. The thing's huge. And I'm over there on the thing. Maybe because I got that Roku thing. You know the Roku thing to watch the Disney. They did. Extra slow, super slow, super.
So we
I'm
still don't
looking
know
here.
if it's D'Onofrio, right?
Yeah.
Or do we
It was
know that
his
for
voice
certain?
the one time, but
Yeah.
he looks shorter. I mean, like,
Look
we know what
shorter.
Kingpin's coming, right? They've been telling us Kingpin's coming forever. Like he
Well, yeah.
like I said, so that's not a big spoiler.
I got no doubt he's coming. My thing, like, I just was wondering. If
I'm
it's
not gonna give
D'Onofrio or
away
not.
the guts. I'm not gonna give away the guts of what happened on the episode. I will say this: the first 4 minutes, I thought what they did there was amazing, and my wife told me I'm an idiot. She's like, "Why was that so cool?" Just for the people who watched it, I thought it was really cool what they did in the first 4
Did
minutes.
they make Echo's character any more interesting? Because
Absolutely not.
no,
Mm.
I think that's just been a bland character. At least for me.
Yeah,
I
that's
don't know.
I was hoping for a little.
Oh, he tweeted that
More.
he's in it. Yeah, but his voice was in it already. Does that mean that that didn't look like him in the picture though, Zach? Am I right or am I right? Or am I wrong?
Probably a misdirection.
Yeah.
Could be.
Yeah, but they used his voice already. I rewound that 3 times. That's his voice, man. Like,
It's
Please.
probably going. It's probably him. Maybe they're just slow playing it for some reason or another.
They used Freddie Prinze Jr.'s voice in Rise of Skywalker. I didn't see Kanan anywhere. Just saying.
they shouldn't use Freddie Prinze Jr. for anything. But I will say this: they develop, besides Echo, the development in characters, the rest of the characters there. Real good job. Real good
Yeah.
job. The fight scene, I will say this: the fight scenes in it, very action packed. It actually seems short because the fight scenes were so good. Not a ton of dialogue. You don't have to. This ain't rocket science now. We know what we know what we do. We know what it is, right? We're gonna go out there, kick a little ass. Somebody's gonna get their ass kicked. Somebody else is gonna get their ass kicked. We have a little back and forth. We're gonna use a little bit of a, humor, kind of.
This was the penultimate
Penultimate
episode,
episode,
second to
yeah.
last.
Second to last one.
This
I'm
is
just
the
curious.
second to last one?
I'm curious when it's all over where it ranks as far as like numbers, viewership numbers and stuff versus, because it's not doing very well so far.
Really?
No,
Really?
it's way below the other Marvels. It's something like 40% drop off the first 2 episodes from Loki.
Huh.
Huh.
So,
No,
it's-
he
and I
did
think
it
maybe
because
it's just because it's Hawkeye and nobody's like, Hawkeye was the guy in the Avengers video arcade game that you didn't select because he was Hawkeye. Yes.
True, that's gonna be part of it.
They joked on that in this show. I think maybe if they, like I said, I think maybe if they started off with the first 4 it
could also be the time of year because I'm telling you, there's a lot of things dropped.
Yeah, a lot of things dropping.
Like as far as like streaming goes, a lot of competition from the.
But they
Cowboy
did it that way.
Bebop
They
that's been
they set it
canceled
up
to
as a
the-
Christmas series, more or less.
Yeah, no, I know. But
Yeah, Eric, so here's the deal, Eric. A long, long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away, there were certain crossover enemies that they could use. Lionsgate actually had the use of Kingpin when Sony had the rights to Spider-Man, and so did was it Fox who had Daredevil? Who had Daredevil's rights? Was that Sony? It was Sony. Sony had Daredevil's rights. But then when they sold it back, they gave the Kingpin rights
Was
back
it?
with that.
I thought you were right. I thought it was Fox.
No. Fox
I thought it was Fox because I thought.
Or was
Well,
it Fox
who
that sold it
ran
I
back?
thought Fox did the Ben Affleck ones.
Yeah,
Was that not Sony?
I don't think so.
It was Sony.
No,
What
I think Sony just had Spidey.
Well, Sony only had Spidey. So Lionsgate had. So Fox had. I know Fox had Fantastic Four and X-Men. Did they lose? They lost Daredevil too. Holy shit!
I think they let it go. Like the Daredevil rights and Elektra, they let go. Whoever
They
had
made
it,
that-
which I thought
They
it was
made the
Fox. They
Elektra
just
and
said-
Ben Affleck movie. They're like, no, we're not doing this.
You're
Yeah.
right. They did. Yeah. So they had
They
the
just
rights
said,
there.
"Nope, we
So
don't
it was
care."
already. So he was already in 2 other ones. The only one who hadn't used them yet was Sony at the time. So there you go. Well, It was not a wet fart, Zaggy. You and
was.
Astro and JJ.
Yeah, Fox was Daredevil movie.
Was it Daredevil?
Hey. And I like
Listen
Wheel
to
of Time.
Fox.
Granted, I'm not
Yeah.
caught up yet. I'm letting my wife catch up with me, but I'm enjoying it so far.
Which one's Zaggy in the picture? Is it the guy in the middle of Tom Green?
I don't know.
It's got to be the one in the middle of Tom Green. He's younger. That's why he thinks these things are ridiculous. Cowboy Bebop was good. JJ, you and Astro and Zaggy now are you
Yeah.
ruined it you ruined it.
You
ruined it for
don't
the
want to
rest
get
of
into
us.
this conversation at 12 at night.
I'm just saying we can't have nice things because of you guys. This is why we're not allowed to have nice things.
I was fine with it going on. Like I just don't think it was that great, and I think the anime was far better. But
Yes, but now you get nothing. Good day, sir. Nothing.
Yeah. Sometimes you got to support those
I get to go back and watch
less
the really good
popular
anime.
flavors so we can keep getting the rest.
Yeah, I mean, it's like in Star Wars, they got some crap out there. That doesn't mean I set all of Star Wars on fire because of it. No, dude, you go, okay, that's crap. Fair enough. What's next? You guys are like, burn this down. Don't ever let us see this. This is burning your eyes out, poking. And guess what happened then? Lost everything. So
I don't quite get where they were going to go in a season 2 with it, because if you've seen the anime, it's weird what they did at the end of the first season of that versus the anime. But
no, but they would have given us a season 2 that was acceptable. And then guess what they would have done in that? All the anime people then, because then like, you know what? It's doing pretty good. We should retool up and come up with a new series of anime.
I was a little bit surprised that because for it not to get a season 2 at Netflix is bad because Netflix gives almost everything a season 2.
Agreed.
I think how expensive
it was. Yeah, I wonder how
it
expensive it was.
cost. It was costing them so much money to make that show, and whatever their viewership was probably not supporting it. So they said, you know what?
That's the shame of it. I think you could do a show like that on a fairly inexpensive budget, but I don't know how they ran up costs on that thing. Like, I mean, John Cho was your biggest actor in that.
John Cho can't be the cost of it.
That's what I'm saying. Like, they're not,
I know.
not like they're paying like
Well, it's the
Bruce
special
Willis to
effects
star
and
in
that
it.
stuff.
The special effects, that's an old excuse. Special effects are cheap.
Well, it's that, but I think it's also the production too. Like
You
you
know-
got to build sets for all this stuff. You got to build these.
I bet you the rights.
That's-
I bet you the rights is expensive as shit on it.
Well, I'm sure. Yeah, I think it's Bandai.
Yeah,
owns the
maybe.
rights. I bet you they didn't let it go cheap. But
No, I bet you that's expensive. So to do
and the music of that.
Oh, the fuck!
They use the same.
Awesome.
They use the same music as the anime, and that's very popular music here. Actually, here it's fairly popular, but even in Japan, it's especially popular.
So there you
Sure
go.
is.
That's how they blew that
All
shit,
right.
and then you can't do it again.
Well, I'm still gonna finish it The first season, the only season.
Once again, this is why we can't have nice things, guys.
But then you got to compare and contrast to the anime and come back. No,
I've watched that. It's tough to watch it, man.
It's not tough to watch. It's one of the best animes of all time.
It's some kids screaming and throwing temper tantrums, going, ah! Like, I can't do that.
That's Radical Edward.
Huh?
What are you talking about? Some kid? You mean Edward?
Yeah.
Well, what did you think you were going to get? What do you think you were going to get in season 2 of?
No, not crazy Edward. No. I'm talking about what's his name? The guy that gets stabbed. The main character. He's
Spike?
a kid that just Spike. Yeah, he goes crazy and screams all the time.
What are you talking about? What Cowboy Bebop did you watch?
The animation one.
I don't know.
He's like whining and the food and the and this and that and the other thing. Yeah.
Oh, I'm going to go to
it
an
was going to be really weird with the
better
orange
food and cooler people.
What's that?
I don't know. I felt like doing a baby mama line for some reason.
Okay. Well, let's go with that. Anyways, this Sunday, come check out the Star Wars show at 9:15, same time, same channel, exclusively on Rennavision. Yes. We will have a lot of stuff to do. There will be, I assume, some yelling. There might be some surprises, just like Nova and Miles. I have a feeling there's going to be some surprises, and we're going to rank all the movies. I do have this one theory. Arby's. I do have this one theory. I have a theory that old people, whatever Star Wars you saw in the theater first, is what you're going to rank as number 1. That's my theory in the movie list. No?
I won't.
Well, I don't think we're going to have many.
I think you guys, by the way,
you were born.
By the way, I also
show.
think everybody has to go back and watch them all because I know what some of the arguments is probably going to turn into, and I'm going to be like, yeah, did you sit down and actually quiet, nothing else on, watch these movies again? So we'll see. Ruben is going to try to tell us why he should rank the sequels 1, 2, and 3, which is just never going to happen. So, best of luck to Ruben. Good luck with that.
Climb.
Well, maybe, but I think there might be some surprises in there. I think some people have some
I think when we actually rank them.
Yeah, I think when you hear stuff and then like what I see in the chat, what people's interpretations of some of the things we say is compared to the realities of some of the things we say is two completely different things. So it should be good. It should be fun. Tell everybody to come out to there. And Pete, what do you got coming on tomorrow?
Oh, shoot.
Tomorrow, you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you. Tomorrow's supposed to be dollar bin digging, but it might be late. I might have to drop it on Friday because I haven't filmed it yet, and I got to go to the office tomorrow, so I probably won't have time to film it during the day. So we will see.
All of them. T. Jones. We're doing all of them. We're doing everything, including Rogue One and Solo.
And Solo.
See, I think it's going to be an interesting chat. I think it's going to 100% be an interesting chat. Yeah, I think it depends on what you were watching. And yeah, I mean, I think it's going to differ, fortunately. But we are at 3 hours, and I had to drink 6 Red Bulls just to make it through the 3 hours. So I'm going to call it a day. Pete, I'm not going to explain about repairing instruments today. Or I was going to talk about this. So this is the one thing I'm going to talk about since we got a little bit more time. I'm going to give you 2 minutes on this. I live in the great state of Michigan. Wonderful state. A lot of stuff happens here. A lot of good stuff and everything like this. A little bit of advice. If you're going to move white furniture, do not move it in an open trailer, and definitely do not move it in the wintertime in an open trailer, even if it's not snowing and raining outside, because salt's already been there. It's going to be dirty. And by the time you get that open trailer, you know what I'm saying here? You know what I'm saying? Like one of these little...
I get what you're saying, but I don't know where this came from.
I was driving today, and I was talking to our man Steve Horn, and because I talked to McClay the other day, and he brought up an interesting situation, and then I like to run by after talking to him, then I really like to run by it with other people too. So I ran it by my friend Steve Horn, and Steve's like, what are you laughing at? I go, I just don't understand. Like, you didn't put a tarp over it, right? Like, okay, let's say you have a love seat and a chair and they're both white. I don't care if you have animals or whatever. They are white. And I'm not talking like eggshell white or off-white or whatever. I'm talking like white, like eggshell, like bright white. Would you take one of these open trailers, like these little 4x4 trailer things that you usually, and then put it there? I think it's a good idea to go on the expressway. Now, our friend, Comic Man Andy, was talking about the expressway in Chicago. Do know this. The expressway where Andy lives, on the other side of the state, the people drive something called the speed limit. Okay? Over here, on this side, the Metro Detroit area, the speed limit is something called a suggestion. If you do not go 10 miles per hour on the expressway over the speed limit, the police will pull you over, give you a ticket for intruding traffic, right? You got to go 10 over to just be going the speed limit here. So this person in a full-size Caravan minivan. Do you remember the Caravan minivan? The transports, that thing. Yes. Young man. Well, not a young man. He was an older white dude, but not that old, not like grandpa old. And he had the cowboy hat next to him, which I don't know why you have a cowboy hat. You ain't working on the farm, bro. But whatever. What you're doing is in a 4x4 open trailer dragging a love seat that is white and a chair that is white down the expressway from the city, from Detroit, not from the city, but like somewhere from that way, going to the west side. Okay, now let me explain something to you. They've already salted the road.
I'm so jealous of JJ right now.
They have already salted the road 7 times at this point. What is going on in your head that you think? I mean, the tarp, at least put a tarp on, right? Am I wrong with the tarp?
No, you do have to cover it in some way.
It was not stain resistant. Ruben, I'm telling you, I was watching as the dirt was like you could tell. It was funny because you could see too, like the minivan's tires was kicking dirt up, like the salt, dirt, rock, expressway excrements and whatever. I hate people that throw trash out, but they do it on the expressway anyways. You could see he was making like the waves, the dirt waves. So this is why I said he could have been coming from the east side, but he could have been coming from the city where he was at. Who knows where he was coming from? He's coming from someplace, and it had made that like wavy dirt stuff on these things. And then who's going to see? Do you remember what's the movie with or the TV show with Leonard in it, and Leonard and the guys, the
Big
4
Bang
guys.
Theory?
Yeah, Big Bang Theory. Remember when they got the chair that had the rat in it?
Remember a chair with a rat in it.
Obi, they were going down, they were going 96, and then got on 275 north. Bro, what are they doing here? From Telegraph, around Middle Belt. So Middle Belt up, man. Bro, I don't know what this person's doing. Anyways, there was an episode where they go like, this looks like a good chair. It looked like a good chair, right? They bring it into the house and they sit in it, and what's his name? Sheldon's girlfriend's in it, and all of a sudden she thinks she's getting bit by something in Penny's house, right? And she's like, no, it's not a big deal. Not big. And what happens, it was a rat biting her because there's a rat in it. This is the same type of scenario. Why? It's cloth. The rat bit.
Yes,
Amy. Very good. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
The rat bit, but why? What cloth furniture? It comes in plastic. Your parents used to leave plastic on it for a reason, right? If you had to transport it, plastic. If not, still have plastic on it so you couldn't spill stuff on it. If you decide to take said plastic wrapping off of your couches, love seats, or whatever chair, no matter what it is, the next step in the movement is this process: garbage. As soon as you take plastic off, do not transport, do not move, garbage. It's like mattresses. When you see these people driving down expressways with mattresses like the Christmas trees on top of their vans and their trucks and their cars and their Dodge Neons. No, sir. You do. That is gross. Garbage. That's all I'm saying about that. PSA for the day. Just so you know. PSA
and on that bombshell, we bid you guys a fond farewell.
See you on Sunday, 9:15
See you on
p.m.
Sunday.
Yeah, Eastern Standard Time.